Hey Acolytes, Evil Steve here, and this week what I really wanted to do was showcase one of the coolest demons that I feel is underseen, and it's one of the hardest to actually build scripts around. That demon is the Leviathan. Unlike other demons, this demon cannot kill at night. Instead, it wins just by getting to the end of day 5. And to make things a little bit more spicy, it has another hard clause for the good team because if you execute more than one good player, evil just wins. Now, this sort of changes the dynamics of Clocktower completely around on its head, which is why Leviathan rarely works alongside other demons. But this week, we are featuring the script Harold Holt's Revenge, which is built around the Leviathan in a way that I think produces some very fun games. Though, come to think of it, it also might have something to do with the double Serenovus that we had in play. Enjoy! So the first script up tonight, we are playing Harold Holt's Revenge by Theo. There's a Theo in chat from the Gallant Goblin. Shout out Theo, who said like, "Oh, I'm Theo," and I'm like, "Oh, are you the Theo that made this?" And Theo was like, "No, I'm the cooler Theo, or the more handsome Theo, or something like that." So
Wow.
I invited that Theo. Hi, Theo.
yeah. Nina said you're gonna be running one of my favorite scripts. So this is Harold Holt's Revenge. I don't know the full story, and Jonah's not here to fill us in on it.
Crazy, man.
Okay, Mara, you got the floor. Tell people about Harold Holt.
Australian politician went for a swim, never came back. What? That's basically what happened. Went for a swim, never came back.
Good story.
Very suspicious. Might have been Russian assets. Might have been some sort of Cthulhu-esque thing. Maybe he swam to an island to have a new life. It's really weird. It's it's crazy. He was the prime minister and he just disappeared. He just disappeared.
That part is wild, right? What year did this happen?
I believe it was in the 1960s.
So we're not talking like a long time ago. Like the 60s, people were pretty connected. They didn't have cell phones.
Yeah. My
but
dad remembers hearing this story.
He disappeared and was presumed dead in 1967.
Chat saying 1967, yeah. And so,
they had a huge search operation, and there was no trace of him. Like, no trace of him. He just straight up disappeared. It was crazy.
I'm willing to bet he's just taking on like Tahiti or something.
Right.
I think in the 2000s, sometime they ruled it officially a suicide. 40 odd years after it happened, which is mad.
I feel like it's insignificant at that point what happened.
Absolutely mad. So yeah.
Motar says like the UK's Jimmy Hoffa. He sounds a little bit like D.B. Cooper too, just this like legend.
Australian, not UK. We had Lord Lucan who disappeared.
Yeah. Motar, what are you saying? It's the UK Jimmy. It's the Australian Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah.
Baby. My best friend in high school is apparently like one of 8 people who actually knows what happened to Jimmy Hoffa.
What are you talking about? What did you just say?
There he is. My high school best gal was like apparently knows what happened to Jimmy Hoffa and won't say.
So she says.
That's one of the That's the craziest thing I've ever heard anyone say.
And you know what else? I know exactly what happened to D.B. Cooper.
Oh, you do? Oh God. You know who that guy is?
I know who he is. I know where he is. I know where he ended up.
Just because Quinn doxed somebody on the internet.
Listen, I'm not gonna fuck around and find out the validity of her claims.
I love the idea of Quinn doxing what happened to Jimmy Hoffa and the Teamsters coming and finding Quinn.
Right. FBI, Quinn's right there. He knows somebody who knows what happened to Jimmy Hoffa.
Also, everyone should go look at my redesigned scapegoat icons in the chat for this stream.
I hate both of them.
No, post them in subscriber chat. That way the subscribers on Twitch can see them too, McKay.
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
So Mara, I think you touched on something that one of the people asked, like, okay, all that's an interesting story. How does that translate into a solo Leviathan script? But you did throw something in there, right?
By some sort of unknowable being, some sort of creature from beyond the realms of our imagination, some sort of sacrifice. And what if, this many years later, he's come back for revenge? Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Thanks. Sorry, I got possessed for a second.
So Harold Holt is back as a Leviathan to get revenge on those who wronged him, as this like Cthulhu creature of madness. So we're gonna go ahead and set up a bag for this. Jeffy will be traveling in as an apprentice. We thought about it like, what's a good traveler for a script like this? And like, it feels like 70-something% of them deal with like death or execution or killing someone, which kind of goes against the spirit of what the script is about. So we'll just go ahead. We decided the two that worked were Deviant and Apprentice were the easiest to figure out. So we're gonna go with Apprentice on this one.
I advocated for Matron, but I got shut down.
It just doesn't work online, unfortunately. It just doesn't work online. But
I'm joking.
Just eliminate the traveler and run with 13.
I think we're fine with the Traveler. Jeffy wanted to do a Traveler.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna go set up a bag. You guys stay here for a minute. All right, chat. Time to set a bag. Yeah. So don't redeem any points for a Leviathan. Leviathan, if you haven't seen it before, very weird demon. It's one of those demons that completely warps the game. It doesn't work. I don't want to say it doesn't work on scripted other demons, but it's like a known thing when it's in play. Leviathan says, if more than one good player is executed, evil wins. All players know you are in play. After day 5, evil wins. So what does this mean? You can't execute willy-nilly because if you execute more than one good player, you just lose the game. But the game still ends after day 5. So you have to execute the demon by day 5 or you lose. Also, though, the demon can't kill. The demon has there's nothing that says the demon kills at night. So if you're the Leviathan, and this is one of the kind of like feel bad roles, I guess, the Leviathan doesn't actually do anything, right? Except for blend in. So Leviathan doesn't have an active ability, but the game ends after a certain amount of time, and that's day 5s. Well, Johnny, there's a wizard. It might work on multiple demon scripts. That's possible. Interesting thing too, though, with Leviathan, it's gonna be on a script with other demons that are like time based, and so this is all speculation. But I think it's the midnight in the Garden of the Damned or something like that, where it's like the demons, like Riot ends on day 3, Leviathan ends on day 5. There will be probably 2 other demons that have some sort of like time thing on it, but it also means that potentially you don't know which demon's in play. So we'll see. No, Alan, that is not too mean at all. So Leviathan goes in the bag. The script is really based around madness. There's no poisoning, there's no droisoning. What there is madness. You can lock someone down in madness, and breaking madness is very dangerous on a script like this where you only get 2 executions. So poisoning your demon is possible. It keeps the announcement from going out, but any executions that happen while you're poisoned don't count towards the 2 executions. So yeah, Leviathan and Riot will definitely be together. I don't know. I think Al Hadikia maybe fits on something like that, but it doesn't follow the like game ends after a certain number of day thing. So maybe not. I do want a lunatic, and I think the lunatic that sees a magician and a magician, so they don't automatically know that they're not the demon, is fine. And I'll give him a marionette, a minion, and then tell him a magician. I don't want to do damsel, so I'm thinking mutant or politician. There is sort of like this stigma with politician, especially on Leviathan scripts, because then they want to self-nominate and think that automatically wins them the game, which is kind of true, I guess. Mutant's more fun. Leviathan with Summoner is weird. The Leviathan is summoned on day 3, and then you only get 2 more executions from that day. So It works, but it's interesting. An amnesty that deals with madness. Oh, so maybe like a fortune teller that detects if a player's mad. Pick 2 players. If one of them is mad, get a yes. That could actually work pretty well. If we do the mutant and the Cerenovus. Dreamer for sure. Shugenja is great starting info. Seamstress is awesome. Balloonist is great. Oh, Alan Michael says the lunatic who sees both minions and a magician. Nope, that's fine. That you actually redeem that as a thing. Perfect. We will absolutely do that. You want to see the real both minions and a magician. That is not cheating. Although part of me feels like it should be a marionette, but I don't know. Maybe we'll show both minions, but we'll keep our options open. Oh. I mean, that's such a scary ability, Steve. An amnesty who picks 2 players. If mad, the player can freely break madness to the amnesty. Like, how do you even figure that out? And then if the amnesty is like, hey, you can break madness to me, it's fine. Do you trust that? I would like to do a madness detection, but I could see like a person can't be executed for breaking madness also possibly. 5 Days Savant is so scary. I think a Slayer's fun. A Slayer that knows they can't die can wait. I feel like Savant, 5 days of Savant information is going to be hard to do something fun. I don't think I want Magician for real. I want to pretend Magician's in play for the Leviathan. So here's the problem with Magician, right? If the minions see that the Magician and the demon sees that the 3 minions, 1 is a Magician, they just don't execute any of them, right? Snake Charmer. Yeah, Snake Charmer is going to be wild. I do not want to put Courtier. That's such a, like on a solo Leviathan script, it's like, oof. We'll go with an investigator. And then what's our other, we want to do, maybe we do a marionette, a real marionette. I do like Village Idiot on a script like this, but oh God, what's a pig even going to do? Make a politician. We also have an apprentice that can be fun. I'm going to put in a librarian, and then that gives us some wiggle room for the marionette. Okay. That's not bad in rock and roll. That kind of satisfies. Okay. So we get to do all this. We also get to choose what we want the Jeffy to be. Do we want Jeffy to be good or evil? I think we're going to do Jeffy's going to be good. And it could be fun to double up a role. Evil. Double Slayer's fun. Another amnesty. One amnesty that detects madness and one amnesty that protects against madness, like suppresses madness. If we do evil, what ability are we even doing? An evil apprentice with double madness? We could do double Cerenovus. Is that two? Oh my God. Double Serenova. If we do double Serenovus, then the amnesiac needs to suppress the madness, right? Okay, I think if there's an amnesiac, the people they pick cannot die to Breaking Madness. Okay. So Kerr set Amni if each night pick 2 players, learn a yes if any under the effects of madness. Each night pick 2 players, learn a yes if any are under the effects of madness, they are told. I don't think I want to tell them that. I think each night pick 2 players, learn yes if any effects of madness, and they cannot be executed for breaking madness that day. Okay. I think we're good. Madness goes to the Serenovus instead. Ooh, like a monk that protects against madness. I like the effect. I like that there's a little bit. They got 5 days to figure it out. I think is a safe space. All right, let's pass out these rolls. It won't let me. I'll just remember that Jeffy has the Cernos. Okay. Now they always do over under bets. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Here's the prediction. Will the amnesiac get a bingo on their ability? Two minutes. Yes or no? Very simple. Will the amnesiac get a bingo on their ability? The amnesiac being Nina. Nice. Wait, Yig Unplugged, you actually recognize me from Recall Knowledge on YouTube? I am the same Steve from Recall Knowledge on YouTube. That is correct. That's wild. I very rarely get recognized for that. So shout outs for that. That's wild. Also, contest. Get your entry in for the contest. Win a trip to Final 3Con. Well, thanks for recognizing me and thanks for checking out my Pathfinder videos. I sort of migrated from Pathfinder content into Clocktower about a year and a half ago, and it's we've been having a lot of fun with this. But we might have some more Recall Knowledge stuff coming soon, so keep your eye there. Oh yeah, we got to figure out. I guess Ash has to be the marionette. That's a weird setup. Oh, no. Actually, sorry. Mark is the lunatic. Mara Joy is the Leviathan, which makes Coulson the marionette. Really, Yig? You were watching Alice of Alchemist GM Prep and you got the alert that I was starting BOTC and then you recognized me as the same person. That's a small world. That's wild. We can't Mario the enemy. The Mario has to be next to the demon and Bryant's there. So it's literally not a valid setup. Well, the Shugenja points at Mark too, right? The Shugenja points at Jeffy, but also points at Mark. Okay. I think that's all the setup we need to do. Well, Coulson gets to learn fake information. We're going to set up Joe as a minion and Quinn as the wrong half of his ping. And one of them, yeah, okay. Less Snake Charmer, Town Crier, Courtier. I could, so showing a marionette to an investigator is wild on this script. Oh my God, do we do it? Do we do it? We could show the Ash as the marionette. And Joe as a marionette. We'll split it so it's like kind of far out there. It narrows it even down to 4 people, which is good information in another Leviathan game. Who is Ash gonna see? McKay is the mutant who can't break it.
Hey, Steve, I was
What's up,
getting
guys?
some messages that some people are saying that they cannot enter currently and that the entries are maxed out. They are not. We are in the process of fixing it.
All right. We hit the fake maximum. It's being fixed.
We just wanted to mess with you a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So it's going to be increased. If it's not yet, it'll be increased very soon. Perfect.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Who do I show? This is the wrong one.
Hey, it should be fixed now. Can you get chat to check it out?
All right, someone in chat, if you haven't entered yet, try to enter the contest right now and let us know that it works.
You don't have to hit submit. I just need to know if the form is accessible.
It's accessible for me, at least.
Perfect. Let's just get some conf from chat, though.
Someone in chat, just make sure that the link is still open. Forum shows up. All right, chat lets us know we're good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Quinn. All right, I just need one last thing. Outsider here. What can I show that's like, what can I show that vibes? That's not going to break with this information. I can show Bryant as the wrong half of that. Okay, nice. Okay, let's finally put him to sleep. All right, forum woes are fixed. I believe the forum is now accessible to everyone. Problem solved. You should all now have your rolls. 38 minutes. Who bet on 38 minutes past the hour for the rolls going out? I don't know. Good night, everyone.
We quit betting.
Rolls went out earlier than 38 minutes.
Okay, but go to sleep.
We bet on day one. We bet on day one starting.
Yeah, the
we
bet
ain't
is
there
always
yet.
Oh god,
Day one start.
nighttime cameras. Why? Turn them off.
Oh yeah, why are they on? I'm guessing.
I don't know why, but all I
hate
can
us,
see is
'cause you
Jeffy's
hate us, Steve.
Mazel Tov cocktail going
you.
on.
There we go. I didn't mean to put it on.
Change that. I keep forgetting it's up there.
I love it. You should leave it.
All right. So Jeffy's gonna get Sarah Novus.
I can't even remember who said it.
All right, Jeffy, you are going to be evil.
Did you know that when you send out tokens, if you've already set the alignment of the traveler, it sends me on my alignment?
That's true. I did set it before I sent it to you, and so you got it as evil, right?
I almost said something about it, and I was like, "Oh, I know my alignment." I was like, "Oh, I better keep my mouth shut because, yeah, don't give anything back."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you are evil. You are going to have the Sarah Novus ability,
Okay.
and your demon is Mara Joy.
I love it. Thank you.
Enjoy. Why does this keep happening? We keep having Typhon at home. This is the demon. He doesn't learn any minions. These are your minions. This player is your marionette. These characters are not in play. Go. Also, this player is your lunatic. Hey, Mara. Marjorie. So, you get to be Harold Holt. You know a lot about Harold Holt, suspiciously.
I go down look. I go down Wikipedia rabbit holes and I listen and I read a lot of stuff. And when I saw when I first saw this script, I was like, "Oh, this has reminded me of something," and I was like, "I did know about this," and I looked it up and I was like, "Ah!" So that's where we're at.
Very fun.
Going? How are you doing? How's life?
I think life's going pretty well for me. I think it's fitting that you got the Leviathan. You get to role play Harold Holt a little bit tonight.
I don't know anything about his politics, so I won't be doing any of that.
I sent you a lot of information. Just make sure. So Bryant is a minion, Coulson is your marionette, and Mark is your lunatic, along with your out of play characters.
Absolutely. I've got a nice Typhon line here. I'm probably going to tell Coulson.
It keeps happening. It keeps happening. The Typhon line.
It's I think it's because we have that thing where we I can never remember what it's called. Confirmation bias. We remember it happening, so we think of it happening more. So yeah, I'm going to presume that Mark has seen a magician, so I'm going to not worry about Mark for now. And I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna bring Australian politics back to what they were in the 60s, which I don't think is a good thing. So let's see what happens. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Mara. These are minions. It would be Bryant. And we're going to pick... Who can we pick to be the magician? Denny boy. This player... could be McKay. This player... Ash is your marionette. So Mark's going to learn that Bryant... Oh, these characters are not in play. Charmer. Librarian. Slayer. This is right. You get 2 minions, a marionette, one of them is okay. The only reason I don't want to do it on McKay is there's a chance McKay gets executed due to madness and breaks Mark's magician. That's the point, right? I gave a bluff of Ashes to Mark so that Mark can say, well, I have it as a bluff, so I know that's what you are. Let's get Brian's choice. Let's get Jeffy's choice. It's a minor thing and it probably won't happen, but there's a chance it could make the whole house of cards fall, right? McKay is the dreamer. What if 2 Serenos pick the same person? Oh my gosh, we haven't thought of this through. Hello. Hey, McKay. The Serenovus has chosen to make you mad that you are the dreamer.
Really? Not the goblin. Okay.
So apparently free bluff.
Well, that sucks because I was going to bluff an investigator who saw a goblin or the goblin.
Now you just dreamt the goblin.
yeah. You're right. While you're here, I have a very important question, and that is, I say, and of course I'm the goblin while I'm on the block. Does that count as breaking Sarah Nova's madness?
Ooh.
Because I always say it.
So I will say, if you say that, you are technically breaking madness, whether I execute you for it or not.
Okay, we'll see.
I'd be possibly, but like, yeah. Okay. Technically, that is breaking madness, yes.
Okay.
All right, thanks. I know. I'm sorry, McKay. Coulson as the dreamer. What's with the dreamers? Hey, Coulson.
Hello, Steve.
The Sarah Novus.
You've given me my favorite character in Clocktower.
Is the investigator really your favorite character?
It is. It is. It's also my third most played character.
Really? So it's just found you. It just knows you, huh?
Yep.
Wow. Well,
that's right.
First, I got to say the Sarah Novus, unfortunately, has chosen for you to be mad that you are the dreamer.
So I can't even be my favorite character. Thank you, Sarah.
Well, at least not yet. Maybe later on it'll come out. We'll see.
All right.
While you're here, I can let you know, and this is something you don't get to do very often, so I'm very excited to do it, Coulson, that you learn that either Ash or Joe number 2 is the marionette.
Interesting. Okay.
That's going to narrow down your worlds right there. If you can find a way to get the information out there.
Yeah, that's actually very helpful if I'm not Sarah locked. All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Coulson. Yeah, but like breaking madness is convincing someone you're not. If you claim goblin, you're kind of putting like it's hard. Technically it is, but it's not. I don't know. All right, let's go to Nina.
Hello.
What's up, Nina? How's it going? Amnesiac. Are you an amnesiac lover?
I do. I think I've gotten it. Might be my third or fourth time, and I think I've at least gotten my guess twice. So
nice. Yeah, we have faith in you getting there. I'm going to listen. You have 5 days. You know you're not going to get killed by a demon at the very least.
Yes.
So, Nina, if you would do me a favor.
The issue is this.
Oh well, that's not going to go well for you. All right, Nina. I'm going to need you to pick 2 players.
Pick 2 people. All right. Well, I'm going to pick my people. I'm going to pick Mara Joy and Eric.
You pick Mara Joy and Eric, and you learn no.
Cool. Thank you.
Enjoy. Bye. Again, Amni ability. Pick 2 players. Learn if either of them are under the effects of madness. They cannot be executed for breaking madness today. That's a big swing and a miss.
Hello.
Ash, you get to be a librarian, which will maybe give you some key information into ruling out, what's going on in this crazy, crazy world of Harold Holt.
I'm content with it. So,
there's no like, all right, I'm the top 4, execute me. It doesn't really work like that on Leviathan scripts.
I get to live.
But you are going to learn that either McKay or Bryant is the mutant.
That'll be fun. I can't really be confirmed via that until someone dies.
Yep.
I probably should do that differently. Okay, cool. So McKay, Bryant, mutant.
Yep, McKay, Bryant, mutant.
Oh, great, thank you.
Enjoy. So here's the thing, though. Ash, just knowing a person that's under the effects of madness combined with the amnesiac, if they can find each other, things can get pretty interesting. Hey, McKay. Oh, sorry. Not McKay. Hi, Tiffy. Sorry. Somebody just said McKay in chat. We had a whole conversation with McKay. I'll tell you what it was about later. don't read chat and talk to people at the same time. But you do get to dream tonight, Tiffy.
I get to dream. I want to dream of what chat is saying to you right now.
That's not how the dreamer works.
Ooh, I dream a dream.
I blame the name I picked for typing McKay right as I opened chat with you. Anyway.
Okay. I will dream a dream of Eric.
You're going to dream a dream of Eric. So you will learn that Eric is either the Shugenja or the Serenovus.
Nice. All right. Thank you.
Enjoy. We got to remember that for later.
Hello.
Quinn, would you like to use your ability in case the demon kills you?
I'm not worried about that demon so much as I'm worried about that pit hag.
There's also pit hag shenanigans on the script, yeah.
Also, shenanigans on the script. Are there any other shenanigans on the script? No engineer, no. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be worried about an engineer in the first place. Amnesiac shenanigans, possibly, but I doubt it. I'll give it another night just in case of a pit hag. Get a good read.
Okay. We'll sit on it for one night. Thanks, Quinn. Who do we show for Joe? I think we put it on a minion. How's it going, Joe?
How are you?
Doing well. Let's go ahead and say from your balloon, you're going to start off by noticing Bryant.
Bryant. That's messed up. Okay. I will probably get not his role day one. Fun stuff.
All right. Enjoy. Eric's going to learn a counterclockwise. Hey, Eric.
Hey.
Do you prefer the EU or the US version of your ability?
Anti or counter, it doesn't matter.
All right. You are going to learn an anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. Thank you very much.
Enjoy. Hey, Mark.
Hey.
I did skipped over you because there wasn't much to do, but I wanted to come back and just check in. How are you feeling about this game? What do you think? Like, Leviathan's kind of one of those demons where you're like, well, I guess I'm not doing anything.
Not my favorite. It's funny, before the chat came open, I was saying I'm not a fan of Leviathan, because whenever you're Leviathan, I feel like you're in a box and you can't escape. There's no outs, there's no nothing if someone detects you as a Leviathan. I mean, this script is a little better, but I've been on a script where there's a Leviathan, a fortune teller picks you, and it's kind of hard to get out of that. And so, of course, that I manifested on the Leviathan now after I said Leviathan's not a fun demon.
It's your fault, Mark. It's your fault.
It is. It's my fault.
Well,
so,
I hope you have.
Magician, but I'm actually hoping maybe I'm the lunatic, but so that's another thing.
That's what every demon says. Fingers crossed, I'm the lunatic. Well,
in this group, I don't think it matters, because either way, I mean,
either way, you're not trying to get executed, right? You need to get somebody else executed, right?
Yeah, but I think, if I was lunatic or the Leviathan, either way, I'm gonna not want to be executed. So it's not much play difference, other than at the end you find out if you won or lost.
That is 100% true. It's an interesting facet of this script specifically too. All right, Mark. Well, I hope to see you at the end of the game. I hope you survive.
I hope so too.
Bye.
Thanks.
Yeah, Shugenja points to an evil player, not just the demon specifically. It's just closest evil player, which is here. All right, that's it. We did it. What time is it? 7:54. Let's wake him up. Good morning to all players. Anyone who bet on 7:54. Collect your winnings for the start time. I must inform you, players, it is very unfortunate, but if you look into the sky, you will see a big tentacled mass of something in the sky. It is, in fact, day one of a Leviathan game. Because of that, shocker. Because of that, I will say I will be running the days about normal, but we're going to try to condense the nomination phase unless you guys get really crazy.
I think this Leviathan's a friend, guys. I don't think we got to worry.
I'll give you 5 minutes.
I'm just gonna go for it because I don't know, but this would be hilarious if my ability was picking 2 players and learn if one of them is the damsel.
Is one of them the damsel? You're gonna get a cold.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Enjoy. All right. First one's out there. Cold. 1 down, 4 to go.
Am I to guess you're the damsel?
I am always
Not
the damsel.
for minion
just the damsel.
purposes, Steve.
Just in case Ash is a minion, she's saying that she's not guessing me right now. Correct?
See, I must be clear about this because I'm definitely a minion.
Delightful. So you're a minion and I'm a damsel. We learned a lot.
Yeah, this is gonna work out great for us here.
Are you the goblin or the pit hag?
God, I'm so sad I haven't been the pit hag anytime recently, Nina. I
love
want
the pit
it
hag.
so bad. It's my favorite thing because I can cause the right type of chaos. Like, it's the chaos that I, as a player, enjoy.
Oh, pit hag is my favorite minion, I think. Even over goblin. I really like goblin, but I think pit hag is my favorite minion.
I mean, my last goblin game was as an alchemist goblin that I won.
Nice! High five.
So, ha! Wait. Ha! Yeah. I have to figure out where my camera tracking is.
Cool. All right, well, we learned a lot. Let's keep finding information out.
I'll tell you what.
Not afraid of being pit hagged?
Yeah.
So
I'm
if
not
they
that
pit hag
bothered.
me, right? Perfect.
If I get pit hagged, fine. I've learned there's a pit hag in the game.
Right.
If I don't get pit hagged, I can find out where a non-pit hag is.
Right, and then if no one claims to have gotten pit hagged after day 2 or 3, then we can probably assume that we can just share everything. So,
yeah.
But I'm not worried about getting pit hagged. I am this game's investigator.
Ooh, investigator.
I saw a minion that is not a pit hag, for the record.
Did you say a marionette? Because that would be very helpful.
No, I did not see a marionette. No.
Steve, you weren't nice to us.
So, basically, there's 2 people I know that's not the demon. So, fantastic.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I would love to see. Ooh, our information could coalesce and create a.
Ooh, okay. You're right. Which means that I should not create false information claiming investigator.
Oh, you're not the investigator anymore.
Right.
You lied to me.
Yeah, I did. Dang it, that's a good strategy. Yeah. All right, what the heck? I'm the Slayer. That's fine.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's
you get pit hagged, you get pit hagged.
Yeah. Cool.
I think I would be pit hag's priority, probably.
Almost definitely.
Lunas doesn't learn anyone on night 1, Mark. You're not going to get me with that.
Hey,
what's up, Quinn?
I just told Jeff I might be a savant, so I'm just doing plausible deniability in case she's evil.
Absolutely, yeah. You're going to come up with... Are you going to keep that going for a while? Or are you going to do 5 days of savant information?
No, I'm probably going to out tomorrow, honestly.
All right, piece of information number 1. Quinn's awesome and made an awesome contest form for you guys to submit. And piece of information number 2, the form is full and nobody else can enter.
Wait, actually?
No, that's the false piece of information. And if you're watching this right now in chat, you should enter. The first statement is true. Enter the contest. I don't know how many entries there are, but not as much as there should be.
You're the apprentice. I remember now.
Yep.
Seamstress. I should have dreamt you.
I mean, all you'll get will be apprentice or apprentice.
I will. Oh, you're right. I won't get the specific role.
Yeah, because you don't get a good or an evil, because my role itself is not good or evil.
Oh, so you could. Okay, interesting. Yeah. It's not like my current dream did me much good either, since the person is claiming to be not the thing that I have as their good thing.
Ooh,
which I gave them the opportunity to say that they were that thing, and they told me they are not. So I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. So either I'm your marionette or you're good.
Awesome. Okay, so that means you are the Shigenja.
Yes, sitting next to
Okay.
each
I'm the dreamer. I
Steve.
talked to you as the Shigenja last night.
Neutral
Are you
Steve.
really?
I am. I told
Okay.
Mark that I was either the damsel or the Shigenja, and that if I was the Shigenja, I was pointing towards him.
Towards Mark?
Yeah.
Well, that's accurate.
Yeah, I know, right? Sometimes I'm kind of okay at this game.
Let's keep with that. Now
yeah.
I'll play Snake Charmer or something to people. All right.
Townsfolk.
Okay,
I
we
have a
got double
different
gong.
voice, Nina.
Oh, Mark's getting triple gonged.
I didn't hear a good double gong.
I only
I
heard
can make
one.
it
I heard one.
I haven't done it yet. All right, welcome back. Don't mind the tentacles out the windows as we're redecorating the town. Harold Holtville will rise again. That being said, if you'd like to do any sort of shenanigans like Slayer shots or damsel guesses, or I guess that's really the crux of it, then I will open nominations in a few minutes, and we'll probably speed through it unless you guys are feeling a while. Quinn.
I would like to claim Slayer and shoot who's clearly the former apprentice Snake Charmer who Snake Charmer with last night. I will be shooting Jeffy.
Quinn claims Slayer and shoots Jeffy. The game goes on.
Apprentice token would move.
Okay, clearly.
Yeah, apprentice token would disappear. And that
I think Quinn
one-
knows that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Quinn and
Sure.
I chatted about
Can I nominate?
Yes, but before we do, I actually miss a shout out. Can Town please give a shout out to our good friend Golden Bucket in chat? What is up, Golden Bucket?
We're the best.
Your
Go.
bucket is golden.
I remember
You
that.
got a very golden bucket.
All right. Yeah, nominations are open now.
Could I nominate Joe number 2, please?
Mara nomination number 2. Tell us why.
Hi, Joe number 2. How are you doing? How do you feel about dying in this game? I hope the answer is not great.
Well, I mean, I'm good to keep around. I have very good information. I have a chambermaid 1 between Tiffy and Ash.
I'm gonna murder you. I'm gonna murder you, Joe.
Tiffy claimed a role that wakes to me, so that's fine.
I don't feel
7.
like explaining why this.
Did we all go and check the script? Did we all just go and check the script?
I already did that. Yeah.
Oh, shut up, Joe.
7 is the number.
I was.
For the record, I'm mainly nominating for Town Crier.
It is funny having Tom Crier on a script where generally you're not killing people.
1's not enough. Joe, you are safe for the day.
17.
Bryant nominates Nina.
Bryant nominates Nina. Tell us why.
It's usually safest if the damsel is dead, so we should just go ahead and execute.
No.
Nina?
I don't want to kill a damsel on day 1. I'm a good player. We have to keep me alive.
7's the number.
I'm having too much fun to die. We should definitely not kill me.
2's not enough.
How many more we want?
Like 3 or 4 max, I think.
I'll nominate me.
Ash nominates Ash. Tell us why.
I never nominate. It's funnier if I know I can't die because of it.
Oh, yes, you can.
You can
Oh, yes, you
technically
can.
Immediately
We're
ask.
We get 1 good, even if you're good. Let's go for this.
No.
This was Leviathan.
7 is the number.
I Leviathan work for a second.
I'd rather use whatever it is on Bryant.
I trust Ash.
I mean, I did tell you the truth. I would hope you trust me.
I love the idea of killing.
I've been telling
Yeah,
everyone the
I
same thing because I just have the truth.
4 is not enough.
I'll nominate Mara.
Mark nominates Mara. Tell us why.
Mara, turnabout is fair play.
Yeah, we didn't talk, you're right.
Yep.
I'd rather not die because, Leviathan.
7's the number.
Because you're the Leviathan, or because there is a Leviathan?
Oh, because there is a Leviathan. Sorry, yeah.
Why'd you even specify? I think it's funnier to not.
I'd rather not die
Leave
for,
the
reasons.
ambiguity.
Yeah,
2's not enough.
Maybe I, maybe no.
Quinn will nominate McKay.
Quinn, don't.
Tell us why.
Witch check, town crier information. Unless based on Jenny's reaction, I think I'm gonna just fuck that up.
Nah,
That's okay. It's fine. Yeah.
Probably
That's
should
fine.
end it after this.
Not bad.
McKay?
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Don't kill me. I have ongoing information.
7's the number.
I voted for every nomination, and I will continue to do so.
Oh, we noticed.
I think the sweet number is definitely less than 5. I mean, if the town crier learns a yes, did they learn anything? I mean,
something.
Will
5
you
people
not- will you
nominated.
vote on anybody?
They didn't learn anything.
2's not enough.
1 of 5 player
I'll
being
exile Jeffy.
not great.
That was a
I
call for
count.
exile.
I
Let's
Was
count.
do
that a
it.
call for exile? Was that legit?
Yeah, from Joe.
Yeah.
I heard
All
it.
right, Joe calls for Jeffy's exile. Tell us why, Joe.
Because it doesn't proc the witch or the town crier.
Jeffy?
No witch on the script.
Well, if Joe didn't die from witch curse, we know that he must be evil. So probably not a good idea to kill me.
All right, 7 is the number to exile.
So the aim of this game is to convince Ash that there's a witch on the script, right? That's how
Yes.
we win. Okay.
I wasn't convinced ever.
That's the amnesiac
Like,
ability.
why are we even talking about a witch?
We have a witch and a chambermaid in play, just in case anybody needs.
2, not enough.
Why aren't you talking about a witch? Ash?
Final
That's the main
call?
question.
I mean, I'm mentioning a witch. It's
Gonna
not-
bring this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. Surprise! Nobody's exiled. Nobody dies. Nobody's executed either, not just exiled. Good night, everyone. All right,
trouble with
shout outs.
convincing me
Yig
to
Unplug,
switch on
Wraith
the
Program, Philly Cheese,
I
Trash
have
Warlock, Crimson Flower, Mason
And I
Dixon
even have
Jars.
it
Thanks for the
collapsed, so I
follow.
can see the
Trash
entire
Warlock,
thing
we
at once.
played.
I
You played
I'm
him in the game I ran the other week, and you have one of your scripts in the World Cup. That's awesome. Shout outs, Trash Warlock in chat. All right, let's get our picks.
Mind you,
Hey, Bryant.
Yep.
Who are we getting today?
I want to change it, but I don't.
Do you feel like handcuffed to keep it locked in?
No, absolutely not. But I haven't talked to McKay yet, so I also know McKay wants to claim Goblin really badly. I'm hoping that they will. So, just make McKay the Dreamer again. It's fine.
McKay the Dreamer. You can make McKay the Goblin for ultra shenanigans. I think it is a jinx.
Yeah, but McKay wants to claim Goblin.
That's true. Yeah. So we'll do
And
McKay.
I want McKay to claim Goblin and get executed. So
Yeah. I mean, it is Breaking Madness, right? If you're under Sarah Madness, you can't claim Goblin. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Right,
Thanks, Brian.
thanks.
Guess what, McKay? The Saranovas would like to continue making you mad that you are the Dreamer.
Will they also give me? Will chat also give me a target for my dreamer for the day?
Chat, who should McKay dream? In air quotes. In air
Yeah,
quotes.
tell me who.
Who should McKay dream? We got the most common name I see is Ash.
Okay, I'm gonna dream Ash. Thanks, friends.
All right, thanks, McKay.
Bye.
McKay, yeah. Chat, you can't dream a traveler. It's in the ability.
Hello.
All right, Jeffy, who's going to get Saranovas tonight?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm super tempted to just out Coulson as the goblin, since that's supposedly what he was dreamt as.
just try to like ram it through. Why not?
at this point, but I'm so worried that Coulson is an actual good role that gets like good information. So we'll just go ahead and keep Coulson locked as the dreamer and let him and McKay go at each other for a while.
All right, Coulson as the Dreamer.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffy. Did Jeffy not talk with Mara Joy or what? Or maybe Mara Joy didn't trust? I don't know. Hey, Coulson.
Hi, Steve.
Once again, the Serenovus has chosen to make you mad that you are the dreamer.
Cool. That's great.
Until you do something about that, it's probably going to be hard to get out the information. But, I think you just got the short end of the stick on this one, Coulson.
A little tough, but all right.
You got your favorite role. You got some awesome information, and the Serenovus is just mean.
Yep. Well, luckily I can dream people as the marionette, so that's what
Very true. All right. Thanks, Coulson.
Thanks. Bye.
Let's get Nina. Hey, Nina.
Hi.
Once again, pick 2 players.
I'm gonna pick my neighbors, Bryant and Quinn.
All right, you pick Bryant and Quinn, and you learn a no.
Oh, that's helpful. Okay, thank you.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Hey, Tiffy.
Hello.
Let's dream a little dream. Notice I didn't call you McKay this time.
Yes, I appreciate you not calling me McKay. Let's go with Bryant.
All right. You see Bryant. Bryant is either the mutant or the Serenovus.
Okay, so for the record, Bryant claimed politician to me yesterday, but I'm not going to try to get a good player killed. Let's go Bryant, actually. I like this. Great, thank you.
All right, enjoy. That's pretty good information right there. Actually, that's really good information for good. I wasn't following Brian around to know what his bluff was. I do know that he was seen in a mutant ping by Ash, which is what I'm trying to back up.
Hello.
Hey, Quinn.
I think tonight's gonna be the night.
Okay. Who have you been sussing out? Who are you feeling? Okay. Okay.
Let's go ahead and pick. Let's do Mark and McKay, please.
All right. You pick Mark and McKay, and you learn that, yes, they are on the same team.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Bye-bye.
That's pretty good. That's really good. So we've shown a minion. Now we show townsfolk. We'll show townsfolk. Should we show Mark? Mark actually makes some sense here. Hey, Joe.
Hello.
Now, tonight, you're going to float your little balloon over and spy Mark.
Mark. Okay. Awesome. Sounds good.
Awesome. Good luck. That's everything, right? Sweet. Let's wake up. Good morning, players. No surprise, but there were no deaths in the night. I'll give you guys 4 more minutes.
Anybody get pet hagged? Any pet hagged players?
Was anyone Serenovus mad yesterday?
Someone had made a case for Apprentice Magician earlier, and I'm realizing that no, that was.
I want to tell somebody else the truth.
I love the truth.
I
It's
was
my
gonna
favorite
tell
kind
Mara
of
Joy.
lie.
You know, but with Steve coming in here, it's a little worrisome. Whatever. I am the amnesiac, and you're good at solving. So,
In theory.
Okay. Unless you're trying to steer me away from you, which that's fine. I get to wake up at night and pick 2 people.
Oh, that's fine.
Both times I've learned a no.
Okay, so if you woke up night 1, then there's not a whole lot that, like, the options of what your ability can be are pretty limited, because it has to be something about, like,
Either what they are
or what they did that night.
Okay. True.
True.
All right, so the first day I asked if
or-
it had to basically if it was a damsel detector, because there's no huntsman in this, and I thought it would be funny with it being me.
Sure.
But I picked 2 different people tonight.
They'll get there.
No, I was kind of thinking about evil, but I don't necessarily. I mean, if it's another fortune teller, that wouldn't really be all.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a fortune teller.
Yeah. You're right. It's probably more complicated than just, like, learning, you know,
Who the demon is, yeah.
who the demon is, or, like, how many, like, figuring out evil players. I guess it could.
Nomination.
I thought Joe nominated himself for some reason.
No. It was me, Brian, Ash, Mark, and Quinn.
Okay.
And I did it
Alright,
first because I wanted to get the ball rolling.
Sounds great. I'll go
Yeah.
talk
Town crier,
to
for sure.
Coulson.
Cool. I might talk to Brian. Okay. Town crier. Yes.
Yep. I was just trying to see what you were. I figured that's what you were, but I just want to check.
Town crier, yes.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, you could. Tiffy wants to join. Oops.
You want to let Tiffy in? Let's let Tiffy
Yeah,
in.
yeah. Let Tiffy in. Hey.
All right, Tiffy.
Okay. I trust Eric 100%. We should kill Bryant today.
You think we should kill Bryant?
I think Bryant is evil.
Hello.
Hey, Nina.
Does my ability have to do with alignment?
Does your ability have to do with alignment? You're going to get a cold, Nina.
Okay. Cool. This is interesting. All right, thank you. Bye.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Aww.
I missed that conversation.
Okay, cool. I believe that.
But
Okay,
I've
I'm being
been
very
making
open about
McKay.
it.
I'm making McKay mad as the dreamer, so that if they get nominated and claim Goblin, they might get executed.
Oh, that would be so much fun if they forget.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's so good.
All right,
Cool.
That's it.
Cool. Thanks very much.
You should dream Bryant.
All right, I'll dream Bryant tomorrow.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Do either of you guys mind sharing something about yourselves?
I am either the Shiginja or the damsel.
Okay.
I am either the Shigenja or the seamstress.
All right. I see. All right. Thank you.
It's okay. You're good.
So I'm not saying it right now.
Okay.
I
I don't
already
wake
told
and I don't
someone-
have info.
Yeah, I already told someone all my info today, and we have a plan. So
Okay,
I'm
I like plans.
Okay, cool.
Bye, McKay.
Before we got gonged, right before, got out. Shh. The gong hit as I hit town.
All right. Before we get going on nominations and shenanigans, we need a shout out for none other than good friend of the show, 9-month sub baby, Alan Michael.
Alan Michael.
What?
Alan Michael.
That introduction.
You could have had a baby.
Yep. If you got pregnant on your first stream that you watched us and subbed, you'd have a baby right now.
Technically, it goes 10 months.
So this
I don't want to hear it, Nina,
40 weeks is the answer. 40 weeks.
even though you're correct.
I also. I don't
So
want to
here's your
talk to
challenge. Somebody out there right now
these
watching us
streams.
right now, go make a baby right now and let us know in 9 months how. If it takes 9 months or 10 months, let us know.
Unless you've been
Grimoire
planning
and
for a while, I
Fadden.
would not recommend that.
The Grimoire and Cheviot.
Words that are leaving your mouth.
I'll buy a badge for you and your baby to Final 3Con next year if you have a baby.
I thought I was a fucking potty mouth.
Edward Holt, he wants you to have babies. Anyway,
Call your
Oh,
child
Harold.
Evil Steve.
Name him Harold.
any shenanigans before I open nominations?
put, is anyone putting info to get us going towards solving this?
I don't have any
Alan, this is a family-friendly show. I'm trying to make more families.
I'm pretty sure that having a baby is the most family-friendly thing.
By definition. Nina.
I'm going to claim amnesiac damsel minion and pick Bryant.
Heard.
Oh shit.
I don't know what just happened.
Tiffy?
I'm waiting for noms to open.
Waiting for noms?
Oh, yeah. No.
All right. Noms are open, Tiffy.
Tiffy would like to nominate Bryant.
Tiffy nominates Bryant. Tell us why.
Bryant, you dirty, dirty, dirty liar. Bryant's token is so red that Fred hates. Yeah, Bryant is evil. I've heard of a lot of information against Bryant. We really should kill Bryant. Please, let's do this. Let's go. Come on, hands up.
I'll take a please.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with this. I've told everybody I'm the politician. I'm happy to be executed. I will happily switch to the evil team and win. I've been told I was seen by a librarian, but they will not tell me what if they actually saw me as the politician to confirm me, just that they saw me. If I was seen as a politician, I'm confirmed good, and you are one step closer to putting me on the evil team. Thank you.
I can't believe I'm actually saying this.
7.
We have better executions.
7's the number.
I
can see why.
Let's do this.
The politician play is not gelling with his mutant play. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I wish I had realized that's what Brian was claiming, but I was backing up the
I
original.
voted on everything yesterday. I'm not voting on a single thing today.
This
3 is not enough.
Being a bad zealot there, Jeffy.
I've heard. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna.
Oh no, I have to be a
There
townsfolk.
could be more confirming info.
If there's a courtier, they should probably drink with a Serenovus. It's almost definitely a Serenovus game.
How are we so sure?
I've heard of some
I guess
stuff.
I want to ask. I want to ask.
I've heard of an
It's
investigator who saw Serenovus.
Colson?
They told me that.
Colson will nominate Denny Boy.
Colson nominates Denny Boy. Tell us why.
I am a dreamer who has seen one of Denny Boy's neighbors as the marionette and Denny Boy as possibly the Leviathan. I obviously can't prove that. That's not how the dreamer works. Denny Boy could indeed be good, but I think Denny Boy is a pretty good demon candidate.
This is so exciting. If I'm a demon candidate, that means the demon won't kill me at night.
Yeah.
I think you really understand this game, Denny.
7 votes is the number.
Also, that is a double play, Colson.
I'm aware it's a double play.
There's a lot of
think
dreamers in this
it's a
town.
lying liar who lies. This being said, I think they have
3,
a lying
not enough.
or a lying Serenovus.
I nominate Coulson.
McKay nominates Colson. Tell us why, McKay.
Well, because he's definitely not the dreamer, and I would like to see what he says when he's on the block.
Sure.
Colson?
Yeah, McKay, day one, told me that they were the dreamer. So.
Oh, that's 3 dreamers. That's fun.
Yep.
I like it.
That's why when I dreamed Joe as the possible marionette, I did not dream McKay the following day. I dreamed Denny because I figure McKay is probably a minion who didn't have a bluff. So I didn't think McKay was a good demon candidate. That's why I dreamed Denny instead and got Leviathan on Denny.
That's it?
Yeah.
7's the number.
Nothing else.
What were you expecting, McKay?
I don't know what else you wanted.
I was expecting something.
Goblin is on the script.
Did you dream Coulson as a goblin?
Yes.
Okay.
Keep
Who's
in mind
not
that
enough?
That's 3 nominations right there.
Yeah, it's free.
Well, are we not going to nominate the other half of the double play?
I will say, no, I won't say this, but there's an interesting set of 3 nominations for one particular reason.
Yeah.
Wait, who was the third nomination?
You.
Coulson.
Tiffy Coulson. Yeah.
Coulson.
Tiffy Coulson who?
McKay.
Okay.
Oh, shoot, I had missed you nominating. Sorry, sweetie.
They did it just there.
Okay.
And
Final
big
call
dreamer.
for nominations.
Bryant nominates Quinn.
Nominates Quinn. Tell us why.
Okay.
I heard claim to Quinn right before we came back to town, and Quinn just said, okay, and then exited and said absolutely nothing back. That seems very suspicious to me. We should probably execute.
No, I think that's an appropriate response.
Brian, why are you doing
Sounds like a really reasonable response to Brian.
Quinn?
Bloody fucking dog is making my tea, bitch. I have no response to that.
I am not your tea, bitch.
Okay.
Oh, but
So
you
for the
are,
record,
Brian.
for the this is not relevant to Quinn. I'll just say it afterwards.
Seven's the number.
For the
I
record,
think
part of my accusation against Bryant was for town crier information, and Bryant just decided to mess up town crier information again here. Bryant
yeah.
is very.
I'm good. I will.
I don't
not
think Brian
push
might
my
be
town
the
crier.
servant.
I'm
Tiffy.
One's not enough.
evil until the game ends.
If one of the other many dreamers could dream Brian, that would be great.
Maybe I'll
Final call?
do it.
I'm right on top
I've
of
heard
that.
of 3.
Oh, yes.
I have heard of 3, so if the other 2 that didn't already dream Brian could dream
Oh,
Brian, that'd be
good.
great.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. We'll get everyone on it. We'll get a
Bringing
copy for that one.
this day
just wanna
to
know
a
if I'm-
close in 3, 2, 1. Nobody's executed. Town. Nobody dies. If you don't execute the demon, you can never win.
Shut
Good night, everyone.
Maybe our goal isn't to win, guys.
Far
Maybe-
Vortox check.
Maybe our goal is just to have fun.
Tiffy,
Stop
either
doing
I'm good or evil. And if I'm evil, I want to mess up town crier info. And if I'm good, I don't mess up town crier info. So
That's
I might as well
true.
nominate from my
Right.
perspective.
If you are good,
I
Jeffy?
knew I should have made Coulson mad as the goblin.
Pick a player. And what are you picking?
You know, I think we're just gonna have way too much fun with this. We're going. See, my problem is I don't know my evil team because Mara Joy is too darn popular for her own good.
Chat wants to know what you're eating. Specifically Motaro.
It's a. It's a.
That's
frozen
not
margarita.
food.
It's not food. It's a frozen margarita. Let's go with. I don't want to keep Coulson Sarah locked because that's not fun as a traveler. Let's make Bryant mad as the goblin.
All right. Bryant as the goblin. All right. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
This is going to be fun. Hey, Bryant.
What the hell did I do?
What I mean, I guess
Guys, there's not
town
even a
dis-
town crier. Get over this.
So Bryant, before you make your pick, I have something very important I need to share with you.
Uh-huh.
The Sarah Novus has made you mad that you are the goblin.
Okay.
And then I need your pick.
Looking. Oh, there's an amnesiac. Okay. Let's move it. Let's move it to. Let's move it to. Let's
A little
move it to
anticlimactic.
Tiffy.
As
Let's make Tiffy the politician.
all right, Tiffy as the politician. Perfect.
Yeah, should enjoy that.
Is that your calling card, Bryant?
Yeah. Now, what was I made mad as? Goblin?
The goblin.
All right, that works. Thanks.
Enjoy. Hey, Tiffy. The Sarah Novus has chosen to make you mad that you are the politician.
I pissed Bryant off so much, and I love this. Thank you.
And then I need you to pick a player.
I am gonna pick. I'm not gonna pick Coulson because he's almost definitely good. I'm gonna pick. Let's pick Marjoy.
All right, you pick Mara Joy. Mara Joy is either the town crier or the Leviathan.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
Enjoy. Look, here's our saving grace. First of all, she's Sarah mad. Secondly, Secondly, at this point in the game, you got to show Leviathan to people that you want to get executed. It's like framing Mara Joy. I would show the Leviathan there, even if she wasn't the Leviathan. But that's a really good dream. Hey, Nina.
Hello.
Go ahead and pick 2 players, please.
All right, I think I'm going to backtrack with 1. So I'm going to go Denny Boy and Mara Joy.
All right, you pick Denny Boy and Mara Joy, and you learn no.
That's too many no's, Steve. I'm trying.
3 no's in a row, Nina.
Yeah, I know. All right, cool. Thank you. Bye.
Enjoy. Oh, man. I really want her to get a yes. I think they might narrow it down, though. Yeah, you're good. All right, we sewed the lunatic Mark. I'm gonna throw caution to the wind. I'm gonna show Mara Joy. Do I show Mara Joy? I showed an outsider. Got to show a townsfolk. Yeah, we're framing Mark here. Hey, Joe.
Hello.
This time your balloon catches the wind and flutters on by Mara Joy's house.
Mara Joy. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Awesome.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Now, this script was designed when the balloonist saw one of each type. So I kind of want to make sure I show one of each type as a nod to the original balloonist. You know what I mean? I could have added an outsider with the balloonist too, but I didn't. I think it's okay. Does it confirm Tiffy? Kind of. Mark, I missed the conversation with you and Ash. Did you tell Ash? You're muted.
No, I'm not going to because I already figured. Well, one, I know. You know, she told me the librarian list. She's lying. I think it's better that I don't tell her because with all the marionettes, the dreamers might see if she's a marionette, it's already dangerous enough. So I'm just gonna let her go through the game thinking she's a librarian.
Okay, we're gonna be shooting one of those rare marionettes kept in the dark. I like it.
Yeah, I just think in this case it makes sense. I don't see any benefit in telling her. So no, I'm not gonna tell her.
All right. Good luck, Mark. Let's hope she doesn't vote on you in the last day.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck, Mark.
Mm.
Well, he's still buying it so far. All right. Yeah. So both people that were Sarah Lot can come out now, which is going to be interesting. Well, McKay can kind of half come out. All right. Neutral Steve, your method of death, am I supposed to pretend that that's how someone died last night? Is that why you said pretend death? Died trying to get a badge to next year's Final 3Con, attempting Evil Steve's method of conceiving family planning? I can do a fake death announcement in the morning. All right, I'm going to wake him up. Good morning, town. Last night, dying in the night, trying to get a badge to next year's Final 3Con per my method of family planning. Nobody, because it's the Leviathan script. But that method of death was redeemed from I'm in for life.
Guys, I've been Sarah Mad the first 2 days as a politician.
Okay.
You absolutely have not.
Yes, I have. I can prove it. I don't want to, but I can.
I know that you weren't because I was Sarah Mad the first 2 days as specifically the dreamer.
McKay,
so...
I'm the mutant. I've been Sarah Mad as the politician.
Okay, so we're killing Brian today, right?
That's fine. I'm happy to be executed to prove I'm the mutant.
Because I get to pick 2 people, and I learned a no all 3 nights. So I picked Mara Joy night 1 with somebody else. I learned a no, and then the second
be
night I picked
interesting.
my neighbors, and then the third night I picked Mara Joy and somebody else and learned a no. But all 3 nights I've gotten no's.
Yes. So
No, literally, the conversation that I had with Eric was S's, and he was like, "Yeah, me too." And I was like, "I'm all the S's except for Snake Charmer, because it'd be really stupid to make me the Snake
he
Charmer."
pulled out 2 of them. I'm the mutant. I am hoping to get executed today to prove that I am. Like, we can afford 1 good execution. Then we got 2 days to get the demon.
All right, sounds good.
Yep. See.
I think I will execute him, right?
Helpful.
So
That's
you're
why I
not
think, right?
confirmed by a librarian?
No. Wait, did Ash see me?
Well, I'm not saying they did.
He's mad as the goblin.
Well, I'm not.
Interesting.
I can say right now I'm not the mutant, and I can prove that by saying I am the mutant. Ooh, nothing happened. See, I'm not the mutant.
Oh, that's helpful. If that's what Ash saw.
Hey, I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to reveal Ash's information.
No,
there, but that-
It's like evil helping evil in evil ways, though. You know what I mean? But I think I do it. I'm gonna do it as soon as I come back.
Breaking madness on this.
That's it, getting the demon. We just have to get evils. And right now, I've got somebody
Yeah.
else claiming to have been Saramad for 2 days. So I think that person's
Yeah,
evil.
but if you're mutant and Steve executes you, then we have to. There's
we
still.
have
I mean,
2 days, but
McKay could
McKay's
be
lying.
evil.
Yeah,
Well,
so we
McKay could
execute
be
McKay,
evil.
and it doesn't end the game. We
But if
can
you
execute
claim-
2 evils. That's just 1 good. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it
Just one
right
good,
when
so
they
it's
come back. I think
26.
that's the fair balance because
So,
Nina hasn't even
like,
asked her question
everybody
yet.
seems to think I'm.
One of you, Bryant, and Mark are lying.
Nina can't get a bingo.
Well, I think Bryant might be the Ceranovus. So, like I say,
Well,
he's
if,
the only
if,
consistent.
if
and
Bryant is the Ceranovus, that still puts you and Mark in a bad.
Hello?
Okay. I will go.
Because Brian was my first thing, and Mark and you were my second and third, and you both are claiming townsfolk. So
Go at me like that, Ash.
No, it's just funny. It was just a.
Hi.
What's up?
I'm gonna ask if my ability has to do with reminder tokens on the people.
Ooh, you're gonna get a warm, Nina.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Go out.
You're the one who's gonna out them.
Didn't get out.
Hey everyone, Brian is executed and dies. Good night.
Oh,
Yeah, go fucking figure.
what?
What just
How
happened?
not
Told you.
already?
I'm the mutant. I was Saramad as the politician for 2 days.
How were you alive?
Because if I'm Saramad, that's kind of
Brian
crappy in a Leviathan
absolutely
game.
is
I-
the
that's completely fair.
self-nominating Ceranovus.
I absolutely
That's
am.
what just happened.
I think that might be correct.
That's
That
not
is
exactly
100%
correct.
true.
No, McKay is actually the
Okay.
Ceranovus who's Saramad Bryant.
Okay.
I'm loving this amount of Saramad craziness. Like, here I was, I thought I was being not that helpful, but apparently I'm being a lot more helpful than I thought I was. So yeah, let's that works out well in my favor. Let's go with, again, I still don't know who my evil team is because Mara's way too popular. Let's go with Tiffy as the goblin.
All right, Tiffy as the goblin. It is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Perfect pick, Jeffy. Hey, Tiffy.
I was gonna call for the exile of Jeffy.
Oh, well, you got to be faster than that. But Tiffy, the Ceranovus has chosen to make you mad that you are the goblin.
Cool. Sounds great. Thank you.
Enjoy. I guess I should have got her pick while she was here. Hey, Nina.
Okay.
Pick 2 players.
I am gonna go for Mark and Eric. No, Mark and Coulson.
All right, you pick Mark and Coulson, and you learn a no.
Oh, come on. Okay.
I'm sorry, Nina. I'm sorry. Bye. Man, all no's. That's like somehow more like interesting. Also, I do agree with the name I picked. Hi, YouTube.
Reminder tokens The Leviathan has reminder tokens, correct? I'm not
The
wrong.
Leviathan does have reminder tokens, yeah.
Cool. That's what I need to know. Thank you. Bye.
Enjoy. It could still happen. It could still happen. All right, Tiffy.
This is a fun game.
It's pretty fun from my perspective. Dream a player, please.
Let's go with Ash.
All right. Ash is either the marionette or the librarian.
Great, thank you.
Enjoy. And I actually slipped and said the evil one first, which I tend to do when I'm actually reading a real evil person. Don't you dare meta me. Because I did that on purpose, fake on purpose. So I can show... I'll show Denny Boy now. Hey, Joe. You, my friend, are going to float along in your balloon. The winds are going to take you over to Denny Boy's house.
Denny, my demon. Okay. Cool.
Enjoy. That's it. Nina has all the pieces there. Come on, Nina. Tiffy picked Ash, and I told her marionette or librarian. Good morning, players. Once again, nobody's dead because everything's safe. There's nothing wrong in this town. Just do me a favor, don't look up.
Also, I want to point out I have not once claimed Goblin. I did not claim Goblin when I was on the block. I'm just going to put that out there.
You haven't been on the block.
I was the first day.
You were nominated. Yeah.
I was nominated, and I did not claim Goblin. I did not claim Goblin, though. I'm putting that out there.
Proud of you, McKay.
Yeah. Coulson. Hey, Coulson, you want to have a chat?
No, not really. It's not going to be productive.
Yeah. I wanted you to just, tell me what was actually going on, and then gaslight me when we came back to town again.
You might be the demon, just so you know.
I'm assuming that you've seen me as a potential Leviathan.
Well, I've seen Joe and Ash as marionettes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But you've seen Joe and Ash as marionettes?
That's right.
So why does... yes, I actually think Mark's the demon.
Could be.
I tell you
Absolutely
why?
could be.
Do you believe with all of your heart that McKay is evil?
Yes. McKay's the Serenovus who's just trying to taunt me into
I'm
breaking
the
madness.
seamstress who has a yes between McKay and Mark.
Okay.
I think if you're looking for a marionette, I think it's Ash, and I think Mark's the demon.
Yeah, Eric supposedly
We
is
framed
pointing that way.
the fake evil
I'm
team.
totally happy to execute Mark.
Yeah.
We've done it
I
successfully.
think he's a very solid day 5 pick.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll take it. We're on the same team is what it boils down to.
And they're talking
So
right now,
you
which
should
is
believe
wild.
me over the other two.
Okay, so what are you?
I am the Shugenja pointing clockwise.
Ninja pointing clockwise. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yep. God, I hate you guys.
I'm enjoying this, McKay. I don't know what you're talking about.
I hope chat is enjoying it because I'm losing my goddamn mind because I can't even say what I am or how I know Brian is lying.
I love it. Clip it, chat.
Okay, bye.
I think Brian's just the minion. I think Brian's just the minion. That's the easiest thing. He jumped on the nomination on day 2.
If either of them is a minion, I'm fine with that because we don't have to care about either of them.
Yeah. I feel like we just leave this alone.
It feels
I think
risky
Jeffy...
the only risk is if one of them is actually hiding as the Leviathan. But
yeah,
it feels not impossible, but unlikely.
If
Hi, chat. For
how
context,
would you be getting incorrect information if one of them's the Leviathan?
For context, chat, we were talking about me having seen McKay or Bryant as a potential mutant, and
they're in a double claim of being mad.
And then also potential of someone the person just saw last night who died during the day technically could have been made Serenovus
Yeah.
mad and therefore died, expecting that I would immediately trust them as mutants, or they could just be the mutant. And we don't know what's going on! Have fun with that,
I think
chat.
you were seen as Cerenovus mutant. So this is a fun puzzle you've created here.
This would be one of those games that would be better if you were watching it as chat without knowing what was going on, honestly. Just take away the nameplates and just go. Whew.
Politician.
I believe you're an outsider. I just wanted to figure out if you were the politician or the mutant. That's fine.
I was not Sarah Mad yesterday. That's why I came out, because everybody already thought I was evil, and I was looking like I was going to get executed. I thought I could maybe confirm myself as the mutant.
All right. Well, I don't mind sharing my pings. It was you, Mark, Mara, and then Denny. So you make sense with Mark, but Mark does not make sense with Mara, and Mara does not make sense with Denny. So,
are you the balloonist?
I am.
Okay. It was me, Mark.
Hello.
There, Nina. We have faith. You get something better than a cold.
I don't know. I mean, well, I got a worm yesterday.
Okay, yeah, that's right. But something other than a no and then a cold. Yeah, okay, you got a worm. You're right. You're right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna ask. I think this is a bad ask. Does it have to do with the Leviathan reminder tokens?
That is cold, Nina. Very cold.
Thank you. Bye.
4 days of cold. Oh, worst case scenario.
Because you don't win in the world where we solve the game right now, Ash.
No, I said, how do you think you have it?
All right, everyone, welcome back. I will remind you, we are in day 4 of what is most definitely not a Leviathan script. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So if you'd like to do any shenanigans, you can put your hand up. Unless you're up for nomination or something. I'll go with Joe.
Yeah, I don't. We're on day 4, so we have one execution, one. But I'm pretty sure either Brian's the politician or he's the mutant. Either way, that's a good execution that we lost. So we either roll the dice today or we wait till tomorrow to catch the demon. But I'm the balloonist. My pings were specifically Bryant, then Mark, then Mara, then Denny. I have one outsider and then 3 towns. That's what I have.
So what order was that? Say that again.
Bryant, Mark, Mara, then Denny.
Denny, did you lie to me on day 1, or are you a politician?
Uh-uh.
You and Mark are in a double claim, by the way.
I think Joe is... Oh, wait, that doesn't make sense for Joe to be evil, then. Okay, I'm not sure. Maybe a balloonist.
Mark is still sticking to Slayer.
Tiffy?
Tiffy would like to call for the exile of Jeffy. Am I allowed to do that right now, or do you want to wait till I'm
Yeah, we can do that. Tell us why, Tiffy.
So 3 people are claiming to be Sarah Mad. So that between those 3 people and Jeffy, there's at least 2 evil. So let's get rid of the one that we can get rid of right now.
Jeffy?
Jeffy claims Slayer and shoots Ninja Nina.
Jeffy claims Slayer and shoots Ninja Nina. The game goes on.
Yep, then do whatever you want. I'm useless now.
7's the number.
There were so many good options for that if that was what you
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
I don't think that is what Jeffy is. I think Jeffy's just the apprentice Cerenovus.
I think she is too.
I also think
from my
Brian,
perspective,
I do think
either Jeffy Cerenovus or McKay's evil, so...
11 is enough.
and
Jeffy, the town has spoken. You are exiled. Nina?
All right, so I am the amnesiac. Night 1, I was woken. I was asked to choose 2 players. I picked Mara Joy and Eric, and I learned no. I then asked, because I thought it would be funny, if I was learning if one of them was the damsel, and I got cold. And then night 2, I checked Bryant and Quinn because they are my neighbors. I got a no. I asked if it had to do with alignment. I learned cold. Then I said, you know what, let me overlap. I'll pick Denny and Mara Joy. I learned a no. I asked if it had to do with reminder tokens, and I got a warm. And then last night I picked Mark and Coulson and learned a no, and I asked if it had to do with the Leviathan tokens specifically. So, and got a cold. That's all I have. Reminder tokens is a warm.
Interesting.
It's who's Sarah mad?
It's likely you're detecting madness, given.
Oh, especially if there's two Sarah Novices in the game. Yes.
Evil traveler out.
Danny boy.
Okay. For those who don't know, I am this game's Slayer. I would like to use my Slayer shot today, and I want to talk with Town about who we should shoot. My biggest thoughts right now are Mark and Quinn.
Yeah, Mark was claiming Slayer or Balloonist.
Right.
I am the Slayer. I've been the Slayer since day one. I don't know what Denny's up to. Go ahead and shoot me, Denny, because you're not the Slayer. So.
Okay.
Honestly, I think Joe's a better shot because he has a built-in bluff.
Yeah. Joe is in a role that is not being double claimed currently. According to Coulson, Joe is not the demon.
Well, he could be. I was shown Ash and Joe as marionette. Joe could be actually the demon.
Oh, you're the
Ash
investigator.
It's possible.
Oh yeah, never mind.
There's no recluse, so that can't be possible. Never mind.
I would like, because if Ash is the marionette, I would probably like to. Steve, this is not official. I'm thinking about shooting Quinn, and then we execute Mark today.
Yeah,
that's what I would like to do.
Yes.
I would like to execute
We should do it tomorrow.
You should not execute me for sure. Bryant is I truly believe Bryant is currently playing for the evil team as the politician who got killed after being made mad by the Sarah Novice. I still believe Coulson to be the Sarah Novice. I think it's possible Jeffy was the Slayer. I've been told I'm the same alignment as Mark by a seamstress. That's literally the only other piece of information I have.
Oh, yeah.
Mark seems kind of evil if he's
If Ash is the marionette and McKay is the Sarah Novice.
Why would I say that in town right now?
That works with my. I'm just saying that works with my town crier. Yes, on both of you, without Bryant having to be evil. I've been assuming Bryant is a minion.
He's the politician. No, he's the politician for sure.
Because he's on both of my
Nominations are open just for the record.
Any other outsiders, and there should be 2 outsiders.
You know what, Danny? I actually do think it would be worth it to shoot me, just to clear up my information.
Hey,
I'm absolutely the mutant. I mean, surely somebody else was Sarah made yesterday. I'm assuming they're locked because I was not, and we hadn't killed anybody. So that's all I got.
Coulson and McKay not going to be Sarah made yesterday.
Yeah, the problem is with McKay's info is both McKay and Coulson came to be Sarah Matt on day 1. So
day 1 and day 2.
Me too.
Right.
And Bryant, yeah. So
can't all be telling the truth.
Well, no, we could have 2 Sarah Novices.
Brian,
even though we can't all be telling
the apprentice does not have to be an out-of-play character anymore.
Right, but 3 of us are saying we were Sarah Novice day 1 and day 2.
It's so simple.
There's still one too many.
It's so simple. It's so simple, okay? On day 1 and day 2, I was Sarah Mad, and Coulson was the Sarah Novice who knew I was Sarah Mad and couldn't contradict him. And then on day 3, the Sarah Madness moved to Bryant. So
it's the same.
Yes,
that is true, but it's McKay instead of me. Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
fine. It's one of us is the Sarah Novice. Neither of us is the demon, though. So let's find out.
Coulson and McKay are both in my yes
what are you
from day 2,
claiming?
so that works.
On day 1.
I am claiming Shugenja pointing toward Coulson.
Which is a double claim.
It's another
Brian
double claim.
Politician to me day 1.
I was Sarah Mad day 1.
No, I'm just
Day
saying.
1 and
I
day
can
2.
confirm day 1.
Yeah, day 1 and 2. I was Sarah
He
Mad.
claimed politician to everyone on day 1. I
There's
think.
way too many double claims. I don't know how we solved it.
I mean, it's
Kill
a
into
double
them.
claim script.
Final call for nominations.
We have a Slayer on an execution, so.
Who
Has
does
anyone
Town
nominated
think-
today?
Who does Town think I should shoot today?
Well, I'm
I
going to
think Mark.
works.
Shoot Mark to clear me.
With all due respect, McKay, I'm not going to shoot Mark. Mark's in a double claim.
Has anyone nominated today?
Shoot me.
No one's nominated yet. We should probably nominate.
I will nominate myself just to start this off.
Ash nominates Ash. Deja vu. Tell us why, Ash.
Hi, I think it'd be good to nominate some people to give information to potential role that might exist.
But we only have, if Bryant was good, we only have one more kill. So we
I'm
don't
not
want to
saying kill. I'm saying give
Oh.
information.
I mean, Ash, if you're confirming me, I don't want to vote for you.
You don't have to vote
because-
for me. I'm nominating to nominate, not nominating to die.
Yeah, but
Bryant's the politician and Ash is the marionette who saw Bryant as a mutant. That works.
Who is
6.
the investigator also?
6 votes is the number.
Coulson.
Yeah, so it's That's not the marionette. The marionette is somewhere else.
If I am the marionette, someone has yet to tell me, and they probably should.
Jorbius, that's so scary to do, though.
Under the assumption that I'm not.
One is not enough.
There'd be an awful way to find out, but you know.
Ash, did you see me as the mutant?
I saw you as the potential mutant.
There you go.
I can't guarantee because the other person that Ping I think is still potential, which is I hate.
You're the
Go for it, Tiffy.
Tiffy nominates McKay.
Tiffy nominates McKay. Tell us why.
McKay is pushing really strong worlds here, and McKay is also in a double killing with somebody that I trust.
Please put me out of my misery so I can go to bed at this point. I am going to explode. So this will end the game, and good is going to lose if you do this. But hey, at least I am free of this torment.
Boom Dandy's not on the script. Can't explode.
6 votes is the number.
Also, I'm not the goblin. I'm still not the goblin.
I think Brian and McKay are probably on different teams.
For the record,
I'm not.
Yeah,
we are now.
As well.
4 not enough. McKay, you are safe.
I'm not concerned about either of them, even if they are on different teams, because I don't think either of them's the demon. I don't know. I don't have any reason for that. I just vibes. It doesn't feel like it.
I nominate. No, I don't. Right? Because Town Crier has a yes on me and a yes on Ash. So if I don't nominate,
get information this way. That'd be better.
Yeah,
I have a yes on Ash and Tiffy, who have both already nominated. So we'll see.
Oh,
what happens. They're already get first things.
But if you still get a yes,
it's still
that means
better to not.
it's not but me nominating doesn't help clarify anything.
No.
It would just muddy. Okay, I'm not nominating then.
Joe?
Really want to.
I'll nominate Mara.
Joe nominates Mara. Tell us why.
My information says that Bryant is the mutant, and there's a chance that Mark is just Sarah mad today and is actually Town. And if Denny Boy is claiming Town, that puts Mara in a bad position. If Mara is Town, then it puts 2 people in my 4 pings in a bad position. I don't think that's less likely than actual Mara just being evil. I also think that Coulson is probably evil, putting a marionette so that we potentially kill a neighbor that is going to be good. So that would make Coulson just the Sarah. So I think Mara might be the demon here.
I think if. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Marjorie, go ahead.
I think if Joe, I think if your information is accurate, I think I have to be the marionette because I don't. I'm seeing a blue token that is a townsfolk token. I trust Denny Boy.
Rick, stick around. I got something cool to tell you.
You said you saw the 2 of us in a row, so I don't. Unless Denny Boy's lying, I was hoodwinked down. But I had a very trustworthy conversation with Denny Boy on day 1. So, is it possible that I don't think McKay's the demon with Joe as a marionette, but so is Joe just? I don't know.
6 is the number.
This is a tangled puzzle.
For you, maybe.
Okay, so the only people that I have not gotten a no on currently is McKay, Tiffy, Joe, and Ash.
1's not enough.
Evil Steve, I would like to use my Slayer shot.
Sure, Denny Boy.
May I please shoot Coulson?
Denny Boy claims Slayer and shoots Coulson. The game goes on.
Thank you.
I am not the marionette. That's good to know. Thank you, Denny Boy.
You're not the marionette.
Not really, because I'm the Slayer, so that doesn't really prove anything.
And use your shot.
Who would you want me to
You're
shoot?
welcome to choose the target.
Who would you like me to shoot? I'll be happy to. Who should I
If it's
shoot?
not
I
you,
don't
it's probably
have any.
I mean, if Denny's, it could be Joe. Like
it could be
What is
Coulson.
Joe claiming? Can someone tell me?
It could just be Marjorie.
Shoot me or Quinn.
I don't think it
I can't
is.
get Denny Boy out of my
I'll
mind.
claim Slayer and shoot. I'll claim Slayer and shoot Quinn.
Mark claims Slayer and shoots Quinn. The game goes on. Thank you, Mark.
Okay.
Final call?
Nominate Joe.
Yeah.
Denny Boy nominates Joe. Tell us why.
That's interesting.
I had a really good conversation with Mara on day 1. Joe's information doesn't line up super well with me. I'm having a hard time believing it. It's kind of hard to see where Mark fits in the piece because I thought Mark might be the balloonist until he started claiming Slayer all day. So Joe wouldn't be the demon if Mark is the balloonist. We'll have to see. But this could be an evil right here for sure. If Coulson's
Joe?
a minion.
Mark has been claiming Slayer the whole game, so it's not just today.
Yeah.
He's been claiming Slayer the whole game.
Really?
Yeah, he's been claiming it. I've had him for a couple of days.
Eddie was my first chat.
Mark
So
gave it in twos.
you're in a direct double claim with Mark. If you're going to look for an evil, it would just you. If you're good and you're looking for an evil, it's just Mark at that point.
No,
because he's the one double claiming you, not me.
Where did the Sarah Novus come from? Where did all the Sarah Novus madnessing go?
He's been claiming Slayer the whole game, so he can't. He according to McKay, Coulson, and Bryant, he couldn't have been Sarah Mad day 1 and day 2.
He did not hard claim Slayer day 1, at least to you. I don't think
He hard claimed it to me.
He
I think
claimed-
day 2.
And
Okay.
he claimed
That is
Balloonist
different from
and
my understanding.
Slayer to me,
Okay,
which I'm the Balloonist. So
Okay.
Guys, also,
I think
it's
he's been-
4. Like, we've got time.
Right, 6 votes is the number.
Oh, really? It's just one more day.
Yeah, we've got,
All I want is to make sure
I'd
someone
really
is
like to kill
nominated.
somebody today.
I would love to clear a world.
All the people that I trust that are voting right now.
Four is not enough. Joe is safe for the day. Final call for nominations. Gonna bring this day to a close in 3.
I'll nominate Denny.
Mark nominates Denny. Tell us more.
If Joe is the marionette, Denny's been double claiming me the whole time. It could just be that Denny's the demon.
Choosing not to use a bluff.
Yeah, that.
Right.
Denny boy?
Sure, I suppose that is possible. I don't think Town thinks I'm the demon, but hey, that's what you all think. According to Coulson's information, if Joe is the marionette, I could be the demon. But other than that, I don't think there's anything that would lead people to think. All 3 Shigenjas, Tiffy, Eric, and McKay, are all pointing away from me. So
Oh, Tiffy too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm not
they're also
actually
pointing away
Shigenja.
from me.
Yeah, Tiffany's not actually Shigenja. That's,
Oh,
so that's
okay.
fine.
That's better.
That's me.
6 votes is the number.
Tiffy, did you give me a novice? I think you gave me 2.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Kind of wow
Yeah,
since
I didn't
I've
want
gotten
to
a
say
name
anything,
with
Denny,
my
but
double
that
claim.
was the other reason why I knew I couldn't be.
3's
evil.
not
Both
enough, Denny
McKay and
boy.
Eric are pointing away from both of us.
you're correct about that, actually. Although if McKay's evil and you're evil in that world,
Gonna bring this day to a close
Okay.
in 3, 2, 1.
We should execute somebody, I think.
Nobody's executed. Nobody
That
dies.
was a mess.
Good night.
Yeah.
Big old mess.
Making this confusing.
Wow.
Oh,
We got-
What a game. So there's this alternate world with the fake set up team that's actually coming to light. But like we got a seamstress that clears that world, sort of. We got a dreamer who's dreamt the Leviathan. We have a balloonist who's seen that Marjorie doesn't fit. Like they have information, they have pieces there. It is possible they get there. Although it's gonna be very hard. Very hard. Oh, Rick. The start of the stream, Yig Unplugged was watching and said, wait, you're the same Steve from Recall Knowledge. And it blew my mind, Rick, because I've never seen someone make the connection or like even like barely recognize from Recall Knowledge, let alone saying I was watching your Recall Knowledge GM prep on Outlaws of Alkenstar and then tuned into this stream and immediately saw you and made the connection. That's wild. So Yig Unplugged, Hallowed RPG in chat is Rick, who did a lot of the who was on the Recall Knowledge stuff on the stream, did all the editing and stuff. So it's wild. What a small world. You knew, but yeah. See there, right there, blew my mind. He says so, or they. I don't know what gender you are, Yig, but wild, right? Yeah. See, look at that, wild. What a small world out there. Mike. Oh, Mike. I only know of Mike because of Recall Knowledge, and I only know of Clocktower because of Mike. So it's pretty wild. It's a small world out there.
Oh, I more use it when I'm like trying this like.
All right, Nina, pick 2 players.
I don't think this is gonna be a night where I get it. I'm gonna go with Joe and McKay.
Joe and McKay, you learn yes.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Enjoy. Night 5, yes.
Yep. Bye.
So you've chosen Outlaws of Akonsar as your first path. That's really cool. It was a fun thing. And I know my prep only goes up through like book 1 because I didn't finish it, but join the Grim Discord and you can hit me up, and join the Recall Knowledge Discord and ping me and I'll try to help you out. Yeah, we're supposed to be playing Lancer. It's just hasn't taken off the ground. Nina has to get a bingo. She has to say the protection part too, which yeah, that's irrelevant for the thing if she can get it. Let's get Tiffy. Hey Tiffy, dream someone please.
Oh, cool. Let's go with. I feel like Nina's information is just good, so let's go with Quinn.
You pick Quinn and you learn Seamstress or Leviathan.
All right. Yep. I don't know what I expected. Thank you.
Enjoy. I mean, realistically, what can I give Tiffy besides that, right? I have to give that. I kind of have to give that, you know what I mean? Like, what could I... Okay, rewind for a second. What could you tell Tiffy besides that paints a world that's cohesive? I don't think there's anything else you can give. Hey, Joe.
Hello.
Your balloon catches one last draft and floats on over to McKay.
That's fun. I knew I shouldn't have sent that message last night.
If you said, okay, wait, I gotta look at what the message is. Let's see. Okay, I see now. I honestly hadn't read your messages.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Good enough.
I think all the pieces that town needs. You think Atheist or Wizard, a role that's not on the script? What are you, crazy? Pit Hag maybe, but no one's claimed Pit Hag. I don't think there's anything I could say that's false there other than Leviathan. Steve, did you see us play through Abomination Vaults? We learned Pathfinder 2E by playing Abomination Vaults as our first campaign. It was a lot of fun. And we learned how to use Foundry in the process. It's a lot of fun. Go check out, if you're interested in RPGs, my other channel that I was doing before Clocktower is called Recall Knowledge. Go check it out. We did a whole thing. We learned how to play Pathfinder. We went through the whole thing and it was a lot of fun. So, if you enjoy RPGs, it's a good thing. All right, we'll see if Nina, there's almost no way she gets a bingo here, but maybe she'll surprise us. All right, town. Once again, nobody has died in the night.
Nobody knows.
Can we please share our info? I don't know how we're going to solve this.
I mean,
by the way.
McKay is my other pick.
I think Tiffany info will be very eliminating.
I would like to know what to ask. I got my first yes of the entire game.
On whose?
Ooh,
on Joe and McKay.
Okay, and did you get any clarification on that?
I haven't talked to you, Steve.
Go,
so.
Joe, were you pit hagged last night?
I have never been pit hagged. I am the amnesiac and
No,
have always
Joe,
been.
were you pit hagged last night? Okay.
Nina,
I was giving you the opportunity to convincingly be Sarah bad here.
I say I got a reminder token warm. So
who all have you picked again, Nina?
Everyone except for you.
In what order?
Okay. Night 1, Marajoy and Eric. Night 2, Bryant and Quinn. Night 3, Denny Boy and Marajoy. And night 4, Mark and Coulson. And then last night, I chose Joe and McKay. Every other night except for last night, I got a yes. And on day 3, I got a warm for reminder tokens.
It might have something to do with madness, Nina.
Yeah.
What did you
What
ask?
were your
today?
questions the first 2 days?
Whether it was a damsel detector, more or less, and if it had to do with alignment.
I am not currently mad. And so unless McKay is currently mad, I don't see why you would get a yes if it has anything to do.
I'm not currently mad.
I was mad the first 3 days. I was doubly mad for 2.
Yeah, and
Which
you
I got a
know
no on Bryant.
Yep.
Because that's not true. He wasn't mad.
I was mad days 3 and 4.
So the same day Brian
also-
is claiming he was, the same day Brian went mad.
Bryant was dead.
I was mad all 3 days. Anyway.
But you're
So you were mad. You were mad on day 3.
Well, I was
Yeah,
the
it's-
mutant. I was the mutant. I was the mutant day 3. So I was. I mean, I broke madness as the mutant, but I was Sarah mad 2 days and mutant all 3.
I don't believe any of that.
So should I just ask if it has to do with evil reminder tokens? Because I don't know that it's necessary that I get a bingo as if I can just figure out which.
Okay, well, what reminder tokens are available, like, in this game, right?
That's what I was looking at.
We've got
yeah.
Marionette.
Investigator.
We've got good Sarah mad, but I'm not Sarah mad.
Ask if they have the same number of alignment tokens.
Investigator, balloonist.
No.
McKay, you're allegedly in the librarian ping, so.
Yep, that
would
is
be right
correct.
to be there. Maybe it's good character tokens. You would have librarian, investigator, balloonist, snake charmer potentially.
But I'm the first person who has a yes. Like,
No, you and Joe. I checked 2 people.
but wasn't there
Can't be
someone
balloonist,
else in
okay.
the other half of the alleged librarian ping? And so,
Yeah, me.
yes, and so she should have gotten a yes on you then if it were part of being in an investigator, librarian ping.
Correct.
That's true, and I mean, I was the correct part of the librarian ping, so.
Uh-huh.
To be fair, I don't think McKay is going to contest
All
that.
right, McKay. Either I'm the mutant,
Sweet Jesus.
or Ash is, and you are evil, and Ash.
It would be
Like, is Ash trying to say you're the mutant?
So
or
what
like-
is Tiffy doing?
I don't know.
Okay, what is Tiffy doing then?
I don't know. What's
I don't know
Tiffy's role?
either.
I have
Tiffy's
nothing.
claiming that she was Sarah mad for
Yeah.
days 3
So
and
many
4.
people claiming it. Yeah, I don't understand.
The same day that Coulson was, the same day that both Denny and Mark claimed
No.
Slayer.
Technically not the same day as me. I was 1 and 2. Tiffy's saying 3 and 4.
Got it, sure.
Hey, Taven,
But I don't-
Calcetti with
I just
first time
enjoyed the whole
chat.
game. I don't know what Denny's
yeah,
up to.
they're trying to
I
get Nate,
just
that's
know
what-
that Denny's just the demon.
I'll vote on Mark or Quinn.
Who's
Those are the
got this
people I think.
information on Mark and McKay?
I'll vote on Mark or Quinn.
I can't even build a world on this one for some reason. Like, there's like.
Oh, you
so
met Mark
many
on the
double
cruise?
claims
Very
going on
nice.
to day
There's
5.
another. I thought we had
It's
3
ridiculous.
dreamers. Were none of the dreamers legit?
No.
Shit.
Was Tiffy
think
said
that-
not dreamer?
I've got 2 Shigenjas, 3 dreamers, like 2 balloonists.
I've yet to have a dreamer
2
on my
slayers.
grim that stayed a dreamer, so I don't.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
but there's been dreamer claims.
No, I understand. I never.
Apparently they
the
weren't
only
dreamers.
Dreamers I heard about were in town. I think it was just Coulson and McKay.
McKay.
Yeah, I never got a third. Who knows? Maybe that's what Tiffy is. I don't know. I don't have anything for Tiffy.
Wait, what are you claiming, Ash?
Librarian.
Hey, Nina.
I don't think I have this at all.
You don't think so?
No. I'm gonna ask if it has to do with evil reminder tokens.
You're gonna get a warm again.
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy.
I will happily
yes.
lean into Mark.
I've got yeses every day except for the day where
Yeah.
Brian didn't.
All right, nominations are open.
Nominations.
What'd you learn?
No.
Who
Nina?
nominated yesterday, Mara?
My question today was if it had to do with evil reminder tokens, and I got a worm. And so last night, the only night I got a yes was on Joe and McKay. So I would assume, again, this is like I didn't get a bingo or anything, so they might have an evil reminder token on them, or they might have had an evil
Might have been
reminder
bad,
token on
yeah.
them at
I
all
think the
this
evil
game.
reminder tokens thing was probably
But-
bad.
There
But
you
we've
go.
leaned into it too far.
Well, if it's evil reminder token and it's not Serenovus, then if Joe was in the marionette thing, well, then we have it's Denny, McKay, Quinn, or me based on investigator. If Coulson's good,
We probably shouldn't have gone down that path, but I felt so bad she didn't get it.
Ash, Tiffy, Joe, Denny, Mark. Yes.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's not
Wait,
helpful.
I
what
know
are
I'm
you,
a
Mara?
contestant, so well says.
Oh, I guess I stopped taking notes. Sorry.
Mara, what are you? Oh, Town Crier?
Town Crier.
Joe,
I've been
what
very
was
open
your-
about it since day one.
Joe, what was your fifth piece of data?
Yeah, that would be really useful.
McKay.
Oh. After
Denny.
That's complicated.
Great.
Okay, well that helps me at least a little bit. But
Tiff, you remind me what you are?
I am the dreamer. I was Sarah Mad on days 3 and 4.
That would
Mark,
help.
what are you
Definitely
right
claim
now?
Dreamer
Slayer.
data.
Okay, thank you.
This double claim is so confusing.
Wait, do we still have Slayer double claim?
Yeah.
So we have a Slayer double claim.
Okay, and we still have Shigensha double claim.
Mark, you've not used your Slayer shot, right?
We did yesterday.
Mark did.
Who did you shoot?
Mark shot
Oh, you
one.
shot Quinn.
I shot
Oh,
Quinn.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't
Danny
know.
Boy shot
Call
Quinn,
for
you shot
nominations.
Quinn, that's what it was.
I'm going to
Final thought.
nominate Denny again.
Mark nominates Denny. Tell us why, Mark.
I trust
Denny,
Danny.
you're still claiming Slayer, right?
I'm the Slayer.
Okay, he's double claiming me. I've shot Quinn. If Coulson's telling the truth, it's either Denny or McKay in my book. So I'm gonna nominate Denny.
Denny boy, your defense?
There are so many double claims. I agree that this is very strange. According, I don't know. There's so many demon candidates. I don't think that town will muster 6 votes on me, but I could be wrong.
Probably not in the
trust
first
Denny.
nom, but
I trust Danny.
I don't know.
6. Oh, you
No, I
more?
don't have anything more to say. I don't.
Cool. 6 votes is the number.
Danny, if
did
you are the
anyone
demon,
dream?
you've played
Did
very
anyone
well
dream
done.
Denny?
I did not dream Denny, no.
Eric's information is pointing away from Denny.
Right, but it's
I
just
feel-
Jeffy's being able.
Yeah,
Or it's
but
not
Jeffy-
enough.
That's because
As
of
a
Jeffy.
apprentice.
Denny boy
Jeffy
safe?
feels like confirmed as apprentice Theranovus.
Denny looks so smug
Yeah,
right
exactly. Exactly.
now. I hate it.
Okay, so what are possible? Who do as like town genuinely we think is demon candidates right now? Like
Denny,
It
why
depends
did
who you believe.
you choose to shoot Mark when multiple people were kind of asking for it?
Quinn, I was all for shooting Mark. No one gave me you. Yes, you said Mark was fine because Mark was in a double claim. It seemed like Mark was Sarah Novus mad, and they didn't want to waste a shot on the person who was double claiming me. I didn't think that made sense for them to be the demon.
Can I nominate Mark?
I think
Mara
he's-
Joy nominates Mark. Tell us why.
I think Mark Demon Ash Marionette works. And I think what Mark has done is just ignored a bluff. And that's what's thrown us all. I think this is the thing that makes most sense to me.
Mark?
I'm in the. I was told I'm in the seamstress pick with McKay. I don't know why Denny is hard claiming me.
It could be a minion.
I'm just a Slayer, and we're going to lose if you execute me. I don't have any way to prove it otherwise, but I'm just a Slayer.
We'll
I
take
claimed
6.
Day one. Denny has not. I think Denny is just trying to put sus on me.
Danny claimed Slayer to me
Really-
on first
I
chat.
claim Slayer. My twos are a hard claim in day one.
He was got
Denny
to be
didn't.
voted.
So I don't know why you guys are trusting Denny over me when he's double claiming me.
Mara just said why she trusts me more than you, Mark.
6
I
is the
mean, I
number.
guess if I talk to Mark, the one who knows.
If we believe that,
I'm on the same team as McKay according to Seamstress. So
yes, if we believe if I'm the seamstress
we're
night
going to
two,
lose.
and Mark and got a yes, I think they're just both evil.
Yeah, McKay could be
We're
the
gonna lose.
Sarah Novus, and then Brian is just the demon.
7 is enough. Mark is now marked.
All right, it's
Haha,
not-
for execution.
Guys,
Bad news
we're
that
going to
Brian
lose.
voted. Yeah.
If I got a warm on evil reminder tokens and I got a no
voted
on Mark
Right. So,
mid game,
so if it's
Mark doesn't have it. Mark doesn't have
Coulson-
reminder tokens because he's a
You
Leviathan.
know, I think my guess
They
is
have
that you
reminder
very
token.
specifically detect Serenovus madness.
and I specifically asked Evil Steve if the Leviathan had reminder tokens on them, because there are reminder tokens that have Leviathan,
it's
and
the
I
day
got a
one,
yes.
day
I think
two,
it would
day three,
depend
day
on the
four.
intricacy of your ability, exactly. Since we don't know for
Again, if we
sure.
believe Coulson, if Joe is the marionette, Denny or McKay could be the demon. And
I got
think
a
we
no
look
on
for
Denny, so it would have to be McKay.
Okay.
But you got a yes on Joe and McKay last night, which means if there's a reminder token, and neither of them are claiming madness now,
I mean, neither would claim madness.
I don't know if we can beat it. I think we've already lost, but I don't know if we can beat it or not. Actually, no, we do have enough because everyone's
We
alive.
can beat it. There's
Yeah,
everybody's
everyone's
alive except
Denny
me and
Boy-
Jeffy, and I used my vote. So
Someone should take this off me, or we're gonna lose.
Denny Boy nominates
I've already
Joe.
nominated.
You say Joe, Denny Boy?
Yes.
Denny Boy nominates Joe. Tell us why.
I don't think it's Mark because Brian voted and both Joe and Mara voted, and I don't think both of them are on the same team. One last final theory. Joe is the demon. Coulson is a minion. Ash is a minion. I believe that is correct with Mara Joy's town crier information. I believe that is correct with Quinn's seamstress information. I believe that's correct with Eric Shiginja information with Jeffy being evil.
And explains Joe's weird information.
I guess Mark is the mutant. We're missing an outsider or the damsel. I'm not sure. I think that
I'm the
makes
mutant.
it consistent with Tiffy, except the only problem is McKay is then good, and McKay is claiming Shiginja going clockwise. Son of a gun. All right.
McKay's the mutant. It's fine.
Okay.
Joe?
I'm the
I'm
mutant.
not.
I'm the mutant.
Yeah. Brian is more likely the mutant. Eric is claiming Shigenja away from me, but then you're going to use Jeffy as the out for that. McKay is also claiming Shigenja pointing away from me. Coulson is claiming that I'm the marionette, so I'm not the demon at that point.
Yeah, but if Coulson's your minion, that makes sense.
The more correct nomination would have been McKay. I voted for Mark because in my world, with my balloonist pings, Brian is the outsider. Mark would be the demon sitting next to Ash. And then between Mara and Denny, I have a hidden outsider that they don't want to claim. The other world is that Mark is actually the Slayer. And then between Mara and Denny, I have a hidden outsider. And then I also have an exact evil. So the more realistic world was that Mark was the evil and the rest of my pings were good. In the world where Mark is good, then I have two evils on the top of my Grim. So that's why I voted for Mark. I would have voted for Mara, but Mark was one.
If you think Brian's evil, he voted on me. I mean,
No, I think he's the mutant.
All right. 7 will tie. 8 put Joe on the block.
Joe did
something's off.
Joe did a great job of convincing me there.
I will
Well, the
not
people
put a
who
tie.
aren't voting are the people who I think are Joe's evil team.
I don't want this to tie. No, I don't want it to tie.
Why did I put my hand down? I'm the worst.
6
Okay.
is not enough. Joe is safe from execution.
Okay.
There's no reason to tie it on me. I mean, then we take it off one person. You rather just lift it off to somebody
Right,
else.
we
You
should
don't be on Mark.
I will nominate.
No, you have the demon on the block.
We don't. We don't.
Nina can nominate
Quinn, you told me
I think
you
it's
told
Quinn.
me
Nobody
Mark
won.
and I are on the same team. Did you lie to me?
You're evil, McKay. I think you're evil. I think you're just.
I am not evil. I would
I'm
like
gonna
to
nominate
vote for
Quinn.
the right. I can't believe Mark is evil because
Mark
I am not
nominated?
evil,
Would not.
but I don't know who
Someone
it
nominate
is.
Quinn, please.
You shot Quinn.
Final call for nominations.
Mark nominated. I don't know if you heard that.
Mark did not nominate. He's already nominated today.
Okay.
I'll nominate Quinn. I'll nominate Quinn.
McKay nominates Quinn. Tell us why McKay.
I know it's not okay. So here's the thing. Quinn told me that Mark and I are on the same team, and so I know Mark is not the demon unless Quinn specifically is.
This is like the
evil,
worst
but then
person to try to save Mark,
would be
unfortunately.
doing something. I don't know. I just didn't want the day to end when we don't have the demon on the block and good is going to lose. That's all I have. I don't think it's Quinn. I just had to nominate
It does
someone
look like
to
Minion
keep it
Panic, yeah.
from being Mark.
Quinn?
This is so fucking frustrating for me because why is everyone reading so socially good right now? This is insane.
Because we are.
I'm reading socially good.
This is a game about lying.
Guys, let me speak. Everyone is reading socially good.
I think Mark
Which is
knows.
weird because normally, like for the majority of players in the circle, I have a pretty decent radar on who's good and who's evil. So the fact that everyone is reading socially good tells me one of two things. One, we literally have to rely on the information, and pretty much all the information right now is just pointing at Mark being the demon. And two, I am exactly the marionette, and either one of Nina or Ash is my demon. I have, by the way,
I would have told you. We had this chat. I would have told you.
and I have asked. They've both denied it. And based on what I know of Nina and Ash, neither of them have claimed to be the demon, and nor me their marionette. So I really just think, given Bryant's votes, I really just think he's the mutant. Jeffy threw up a last-minute hinky to try to lift it off of Mark onto Joe. I think we just have to look at. I think we just have to take a very divorced view from the social here. I'm nervous as hell, guys. I'm hedging all of my bets on Mark. Mark, I'm sorry if I'm wrong.
Not it.
Here's the reason why I don't think it's Mark, because I got a no on Mark on night 4. If he is Leviathan, he's probably got.
Nina, I think your ability.
It depends
I'd
on
have
the
tokens on me.
Nina, I think your ability is that you very specifically detect Serenovis madness.
Right.
I think that is your ability, Nina. I
Which
think
would be very good with two
or
Sarahs.
Serenovis mad.
But
Joe
McKay,
is presently Serenovis mad.
But then I don't understand why Joe and I
McKay
gave
is
you
not mad today, though, so
I'm
it
not-
wouldn't work.
I'm not
What's the
mad.
number?
I'm still
They're both
claiming.
not mad.
No, Joe,
We're gonna
you
lose if we don't lift this.
Mark, you're voting on someone you Slayer shot.
No, wait a minute.
Oh, that's evil.
Wait, no.
Oh, crap.
All right.
Okay, what?
Not enough.
Okay, this is going to be such a crackpot theory.
Final call.
I'll nominate. I'll nominate Mara.
What information do we have that builds Nina as the demon here?
Joe nominates Mara. Tell us why.
As I said in my defense, it's either Mark or Mara. If Mark is good and we're going to lift it off Mark, then we can't lift it onto Quinn because Mark shot Quinn. I don't have much information other than my pings, and the way I make my pings work, Mark is specifically a demon sitting next to Ash. But if Mark is good, then Mara would be the evil sitting between, or in my pings would be in between Denny and Mark. Coulson would be the Serenovis that put a marionette ping on me and Ash to throw suspicion away from that side of the Grim. So if you want to lift it off Mark and you think Mark is good, this would probably be the only other demon candidate.
What are you going to do, Joe?
Oh no.
Marjorie?
I'll lift my hand to lift it.
Marjorie, your defense?
All cards on the table. A dreamer has seen me as a Leviathan. If that sways you in any way, I know I'm not a Leviathan. I'm the town crier. My information, I think, means that Mark has to be the demon. If it's between me and Mark, then let's leave it on Mark, because I think Mark is the demon.
I think you are the demon, and it's
Mark,
also to put it on you.
Mark, you're pushing on the person you Slayer shot. You can't be the Slayer.
I didn't shoot Mara.
You asked for you shot Quinn and asked somebody to nominate.
Mark shot
me.
I shot Quinn.
Then you
8
had a number.
is the number.
It's an odd
They
choice.
voted on Quinn.
What can we build a world where Nina's just the demon here?
I don't
That's
think
my
so.
next
Nina reads
I think
frustrated
the
at
more
not being able to
likely
figure out
world
her
is that
ability.
Nina's your marionette Quinn.
I have no idea.
3's not enough. Marjorie is safe from
This is a
execution.
heck of a
Problem
puzzle.
is,
Theo, you've done a
I
good
think
job
the
with this
problem is
script.
one of my pings is
I'm-
actually the loon.
Bring this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. Mark has been executed and dies. And I would like to give my congratulations to a team. Very tense game, very interesting moments, very wild ride. Unfortunately, Mark is your lunatic and not the demon. And that means that evil
That explains a lot of
has
this.
indeed won. Madness. There was quite a bit of madness going around. How did we get there? Well, we had Bryant, your Serenovis, who was putting Serenovis on people, including McKay at the start of the game to prevent McKay from claiming Goblin. And then switched it over to Tiffy right before he died. But he did die by breaking Madness as the mutant. Well, that happened because Jeffy was your evil apprentice Serenovis, who actually didn't know the evil team.
Nice.
And
No.
accidentally made Bryant mad that day. just caught the crossfire, and Bryant used that to his advantage. Jeffy, your evil Sarah Novus apprentice, spent the entire game Sarah locking, almost entire game Sarah locking only evil people. But
Good job.
except for the one time where you did Tiffy after Bryant was executed, you made Tiffy mad as the goblin, and that was your Sarah Novus, your apprentice Sarah Novus Tiffy that did that one to you. That means our actual demon is actually, you almost had it, Mara Joy, the Leviathan, the town crier Leviathan, which kind of makes everything fall into place. Now, interesting here, I got to do something I don't get to do very often, because guess what? There's no choice on the marionette. So Coulson, your investigator, saw a marionette, but he himself was the marionette, and he used it to frame our evil team. So I said Ash was the marionette, or Joe was the marionette. Joe was just the actual balloonist without adding an outsider. You got the minion, the outsider, the demon, the townsfolk, and then another outsider, because McKay was indeed the mutant on the other half of Ash's librarian ping. Hey, Quinn, Mark, McKay, they're on the same team. And I think Mark figured it out by the end of the game, but he was given a balloonist, or he was definitely given Slayer as a bluff. Slayer, librarian, possibly a balloonist.
Yep.
So yeah, Denny Boy was indeed the Slayer. Eric Yushigenja pointing at the evil apprentice, but also in my case happily towards the lunatic. And Nina, your amnesiac, who got, and we did make one thing that if I could go back in time I would change. Our poll was whether or not we would get a bingo on your ability. You did not get a bingo. The closest you got was a worm. One final guess.
No clue. I mean, I guess it had to do with maybe madness, but
yes, you detect. Oh, so that's part of it. So you choose two players. If either of them are under the effects of madness, you learn a yes, and that player cannot be killed, be executed for breaking madness the next day.
That's very nice.
Wow. So you determined that being mutant was being under the effects of madness.
Yes, the mutant is under the effects of madness.
Technically, it's that you can't be mad, not that you are mad.
Right.
Yeah, madness related ability, I guess.
Yeah, we did want to include the mutant in with that ability, and then also the two Sarah Novuses going around. So technically, McKay, you could not have been executed today for breaking madness, even though you did not know that. So the big thing that we kind of said, if I go back in time and change it, because you kept getting so cold when you finally said like reminder tokens, we wanted to push you towards that sort of Sarah Novus reminder token, which is a pretty big deal, what was going on. But I think it tailspinned you, and you never got to under the effects of madness directly.
I was pretty sure it was madness related.
Me too.
But yeah, it
Mark,
obviously
who were
doesn't
your
behoove me to help. Oh yeah, who were your minions?
Oh
Mark?
yeah, so I gave Mark Ash as the marionette, and I think I gave Bryant and Denny Boy, and I pretended there's a magician in play.
Yeah. So Denny Boy's magician makes sense to Mark in that world, I guess.
Mark, did you ever figure out that you were the lunatic?
I figured I lost either way. I told Steve whether I did lunatic. I said I'm the lunatic, but either way, if I get executed, I lose. So
okay,
right.
And
But
either way, if I'm a lunatic who was showing you as the
figured it
lunatic,
out,
you
Mark.
get executed as a win for me. So yeah.
So I just want to get someone else on the block. So either way, I lost. So
I think
figure it out.
on the contest front, that game took the whole time. I think the contest is closed. Quinn, does the contest close automatically at 9:30, or do you have to manually close it?
It's on. It closed 2 minutes ago automatically.
Oh, wow.
The contest is now closed. If you haven't gotten in yet, it's too late. We are gonna draw the name right after the break. So if you wanted to see if you want to stick around, I don't know. From my perspective, this was a really fun game. Honestly, this would be the kind of game where I would love to have someone watch it and have all the character tokens blanked out, and just have somebody else try to figure out what the heck's going on. Because it was a wild ride. It was actually a lot of fun though.
I didn't know what was going on
half the
time.
Hey, Mara.
I thought Bryant was the minion. I thought Denny was a magician. But when McKay said we're on the same team, I thought, I might be the lunatic. But if I claim lunatic now anyway, people aren't going to believe me. They're just going to think I'm.
Yeah, people would probably kill you.
Claiming lunatic wouldn't have helped my case.
Right.
It would have helped me, because literally as we went to Grim Reveal, I was like, maybe Mark is the lunatic. Literally as we went to Grim Reveal.
Mara,
I
can
kept
you
thinking
be
I
less
think you
popular
saw
so
us on
that
the
I can
same
talk to
team,
you?
but that didn't help you.
Ongaku Sensei, thanks for the raid, by the way.
Never. Never ever.
I had no idea what to do with that. I was like, just give me something. So yeah, of course I made everybody mad, or everybody evil mad except for Timmy. Yay.
I just want to say, I legitimately thought I was good that entire game. Mara did not tell me until night 5, and I didn't believe Mara.
Hey, this is Evil Steve. Thank you so much for watching Blood in the Clocktower here at the Grim. If you'd like to help us grow, please make sure you like and hit that subscribe button down below and leave a comment. It really does help. We'll have more Clocktower content coming your way soon. For now, why don't you hop on over to join.thegrim.gg and hop onto our Discord server where we run games pretty much every day of the week. And if you've never played, don't be scared. We absolutely love teaching new players. Now, in the meantime, why not check out some of these videos? Stay healthy, friends.